Welcome to the weekly Weaver State stream. First up, we have Pug King versus Kakarot. Have slightly more of a crowd today than usual, with 25 entrants right now, it looks like. First time in a little while that we've had more than 20 people. Game's starting out pretty even. Kakarot getting stocked first. Pug King is at 124%. Pug King off the stage. Pug King living up to a pretty high percent, 161. Kakarot can't find his footing back onto the stage. Pug King kind of jumping into an attack there and gets stocked. Can Kakarot make it back? He can. I'm surprised Pug King didn't try and edge guard a little bit harder. A little early predict of the counter for Pug King, but he does get the grounded into a stock. Game is looking in favor of Pug King, but Kakarot could still turn around. Pug King's at a pretty high percent if he's able to get the stock quick. Had to walk away. I'm not sure who won game 1. Had someone accidentally join and then unjoin. Had to kind of redo the bracket a little bit, keeping this match the same. Game is going really good for... Oh, I thought Puck King was down to 2 stocks already. Game is pretty even right now, sorry. Much more in favor of Kakarot. Game 1 is pretty in favor of Puck King. We're into the next match. Kind of distracted for the last one. Didn't have commentary, unfortunately. Running around trying to get everything set up properly. Arpeggio versus Snow. Sephiroth versus Sonic. Not sure how this goes. Sonic kind of campy, but Sephiroth has a really big sword, so that might help against that. Pug King won the first match. Game is looking pretty close right now. Slightly in favor of Snow. Not sure how much Sonic Arpeggio has actually played against before. Pretty good throw of the explosive there for Arpeggio, and another one getting a stock. 2-1 now. Arpeggio 64%. Probably not where Sonic wants to be, down a stock. Both players down to one stock, looking really close. Probably a bit easier for Arpeggio to try and get the win here. Probably has much better kill moves than Sonic. There's game one for Arpeggio. Going to game number 2, on to small battlefield, same picks. So I got pretty even between both players. Just trading hit for hit. Arpeggio going really low there before recovery. It's kind of surprised Snow doesn't try and do something off the ledge. Maybe Sonic isn't as good trying to do that. making it kind of hard for Snow trying to do the homing attack because Arpeggio can snap, and it looks like the snap hits first. Good to get up from Snow off the ledge, doesn't get punished. Game pretty even, pretty in favor of Arpeggio. Arpeggio doesn't get punished on the slow get up. Finally, Arpeggio, probably the wrong move, trying to recover there and gets punished and stocked. Comes back and gets stocked though, 2-2. Both players starting at 0%. Snow going a little bit too low there. Had to air dodge to get back into the ledge. Good spike from Arpeggio, waiting for that kind of linear recovery that can happen from Sonic going off the spring. I think you can grab that black chair right there. There's game 2 for Arpeggio. We're into the next match. Fire Muffin versus Azareth? Azareth.
Azareth. Yep. Captain Falcon versus Mithra and Pyra. See how this goes. I think Mithra Pyra have the advantage in the matchup here. You know, Sword outrange Falcon, and then Mithra can keep up with Falcon's speed.
But Falcon is a cooler character.
Oh, true. You know, I'm really hoping we end this match with a Falcon Punch.
Oh!
You know?
I think Falcon Punch should actually take like 2 stocks.
It should.
Because like you hit Falcon Punch.
Yeah.
And I think if you Falcon Punch to take their last stock, you actually win the entire match.
Oh.
It counts as 2 wins.
Yeah, it better. You just win. You know what? I think this is why I should be the TO here. Great rules we're coming up with.
Great rules.
Alright. Fire Muffin has Azurth on the ledge. Okay, never mind. Azurth gonna kick Fire Muffin away with a down smash. Gotta go for going for a jump read, but gonna miss.
This has been a really fast, aggressive game so far.
Oh, yeah.
Which I guess is what you expect when you see Pyramithra and a Falcon.
Yeah, because English. Both these characters are incredibly fast, and they both play really aggressive. You can play a little bit more of a patient game with Pyramithra than you can Falcon, but both these characters want to go in. They want to go in, kill, and leave.
Kind of unlucky for Azurth. I do really respect Azurth, like, going off the stage trying to get these.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, unfortunate SD for Fire Muffin.
Don't think Fire Muffin meant to do that one.
I don't know. Maybe got some really intense mind games.
Oh, okay.
We don't understand.
I think he was a little lost, but... It's really good to see Azurth is doing pretty well. I think this is the first time at a tournament in a while.
Yeah. So I don't know, this is my first time seeing Azurth, at least here. Of course, I haven't been here for super long.
Oh no!
It happened again.
It looked like Fire Muffin was just turned the wrong way.
Yeah, say that's what I think. I think Fire Muffin just either missed the B reverse on the up B, led to his death, which is very unfortunate. But that does mean, again, super close, super even game. And honestly, either one of these guys could take it. Oh, great foresight there from Fire Muffin. Good old DLC.
DLC advantage.
I mean, Smash Brothers is pay to win.
If you think about it, true.
Okay, see how this goes. Azurth doing really well to try to avoid a lot of Fire Muffin's moves. Kind of dodging in and out with that speed Falcon has, but Fire Muffin not really let him anymore. Getting these hits in with that side B too. Trying to go off stage, Azurth could go high, but it doesn't even matter when Fire Muffin can kill you with the up B.
I was a little surprised Fire Muffin at the end there was going off stage after kind of SDing twice in a row off the stage.
Well, I mean, it led to him winning, so good on him, but yeah.
Do you need stageless?
Yeah. Alright, looks like we're going to Town and City here. Same characters. Yeah, it's an interesting stage pick, honestly, because it's so much of a bigger stage and you have two very rushdown characters. So they're going to have a lot more room to play with their speed and run around, try to dodge each other.
Oh, no.
Oh, never mind. He makes it back. I don't know. I was expecting him to be dead there, honestly.
I was a little... If it was a different stage, he would have got stuck under it and died.
Oh, yeah. Say, go back. If they were on something like Pokemon Stadium, just gone. Jab on the platform there. But it's not going to go away. Fire Muffin still, again, even though he SD'd twice the previous game, he still wants to go off stage here.
You gotta respect it. Like, I'm sure some players, they'd be like, I've SD'd twice for no reason off the side. I'm going to stay on the stage now.
Access thing. I know I would be. Ooh. Great forward smash there from Fire Muffin. Great. Oh, call it. Cover, please.
Edge has to play beta. Game is going really good for Fire Muffin. Just too bad after a pretty close game one. But I'd love to see Azurth Falcon Punch right there. How does Fire Muffin fight that? But instead, he just knocks him away and gets stocked. Fire Muffin getting a little bit too low, so he can't recover. Azareth off the stage. Can he recover? I think it might be not too far. Haven't seen Falcon for a while. Forget how well he can recover sometimes. Game is looking really in favor of Fire Muffin, though. Azareth still gets Fire Muffin down to a stock at least. Still very possible for Azareth to come back. It's looking tough. Azareth has to play really safe. A lot of things can just kind of get him right now. A little bit too low, and it's 2-0 for Fire Muffin.
You're on the bad side of my ear with my hearing disability, so if I don't respond, that's why.
That's why.
I'm sorry. I mean, I was too lost in the game. Why not? Yeah, that actually.
All right, we've successfully traded sides.
Yeah. Pro tip: don't be born with a bunch of birth defects.
Oh,
Kind of L.
I was born with bad kidneys. I can thank my mom for that.
I was born with a cholesteatoma and mastoiditis, and these guys were born with the sauce. We can see it in their gameplay real quick here.
I don't both of these players, if you said that, they would say, "No, I'm not. I'm bad at the game."
I think
this is a contest to actually see who can say they're worse at the game.
I mean, if that's the case, we got to be the heroes, Hudson, right? We got to make sure whenever there's anything done well, we got to say it really loud in their direction so they know that they're pretty good players, right? Yeah.
Unless it's Prince HD, because he's playing Steve, and that's like...
That's right. We're in the time and age where the only morally acceptable thing to do is to heckle Steve players. Really, really good back air from J24 coming over there. What solid play.
That was really good, punishing the linear recovery from Steve for J24.
Yep.
I believe this is a bad matchup for Steve, I've heard. Could be wrong.
I have heard, yes, but at the same... Because Rob's big, right? And Steve does what he wants with big people. Just because Rob has all of the tools to kind of deal with what Steve wants to do doesn't change the fact that what Steve wants to do is really strong against Rob. So I guess we'll kind of see how that pans out. Looks like we're just going to be playing a stage hazards game here because we got gyro, we got blocks, we got lasers thrown out like it's nobody's business. So I think this is really going to see...
This is some good neutral happening. Prince running away, putting 2 blocks, mining, running away, putting 2 blocks.
So I think J24's win here purely hinges on how well he deals with the match that Prince HD sets up for him, because I do think that Steve is in control of the game. Even with his inferior mobility, he's got minecart to get out of literally whatever he wants, whenever he wants, and he's got that wall. So
I don't think Prince can recover.
J24 is dealing with it really, really well. He's not giving Prince the chance to get resources with those long-range tools like laser and gyro.
I think another problem is Prince gets off the map, and then if he can't minecart back, he's just kind of stuck off the map.
That's true. So Steve is a really creative character, and if you do the same thing over and over again, that doesn't make the options that he do very good. He just has too many mix-ups, right? You can recover from inside the blast zone with like TNT place shenanigans and like this weird up B tech where if you like push down on the input stick just right, you'll get like twice as high for no reason. Your options are really good at recovering, but Rob's really good at denying that. So it's to see how well J24 can get around Prince on stage and how well Prince can get around Rob when he's off stage.
I think another problem we're seeing right now for Prince is like he has no iron.
Yeah, that's why he's standing on the, or actually I'm not sure how it works because depending on the stage you can get different resources.
I'm not sure how it works on PS2.
Yeah, so normally on PS2, it'd be like stone in the middle, and where he's on the edge mining, it would be just iron. But you can see that he's getting stone too. I think it's a stage hazards off thing. But I'm not sure. The whole stage might be consistent, and it just might be, oh no. My people need me. Sayonara, sucker.
That was a really good camp from J24. Stand there for 30
yeah.
seconds. Then Prince got scared as he approached and jumped off the ledge.
Yeah, well, that is the best way to retreat.
Oh,
like,
okay.
Off the screen, he can't hit you.
He can't
right?
hit you, yeah.
He was going back to his villager village,
Oh,
you know?
okay.
Hopefully going to get some good trades out of all of the resources that he mined that game, and he's going to come back with a little stronger tools.
He got like a diamond. The villager would be like, oh, I'll give you like 4 wheat for that.
Yeah.
Like really epic trades like that.
Yeah, so he's going to give him like 2 of the stone that he mined, and the villager's going to be like, oh, I'm going to spit in your mouth for that. Is that okay? Is that a good trade? And he's going to hand over the stone, and then he'll have a little bit more grit in his stomach. I think they meant to go Kalos. Don't tell them Omega mode was on.
Oh, were they?
Yeah, they were going to go to FD. I wonder if they started the game and they just played and it looked like it was Kalos, if they would even notice.
All right, Prince, I have a question for you. So FD is very good for Steve because minerals, how mining works, right? Does that copy on Omega stages? Is it just like sometimes? Okay.
Sometimes.
You're not going to get specific minerals like you do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so it looks like I was wrong because on the edge of this one, that little ring that you see on the edge is only iron, and I think you're going to be getting like stone in the middle. So stage pick is Steve has a little bit more things to factor into his stage pick, right?
This is probably a pretty good stage for Steve just because he can put 2 blocks just in front of the platform, then it's kind of hard for J24 to find a good way to approach that.
True. Another thing I'm thinking at though, stone is the second or like 3rd hardest resource that he can mine, so he's going to get resources a little bit slower, right? he's going to have stronger blocks, but with how much J24 was struggling to get past the wall when the wall was up, I would think that that Prince HD would just prefer to have a wall regardless of its strength against Rob. So I would expect him to go to like maybe one of the Animal Crossing stages where you mine wood and it gets in really fast, but it's weaker. I guess we'll see how that plays out, because right now he is in the corner and J24 is doing a really good job of dealing with it. We'll see if the tech chase happens here. He does get the up air off of the down throw. Forward air to swat at Steve, trying to do his best to place his platforms in the platform fighter. Totally crazy, by the way, that he's able to do that.
It's fine.
Yeah. There's minecart. It does hit the Beyblade. Really good. Prince HD's trying to be very ambiguous with where he wants to go. J24
I can't
knows.
believe nothing went through those 2 blocks there.
Yeah, so J24 knows exactly what Prince wants to do, but he doesn't know where he wants to do it. So at this point, it's not mixing up options, it's mixing up movement, because Steve just needs those resources. So J24 is doing his best to just say, no, you don't get to do that. Get buried in the floor, up aired, and killed.
That's really bad for Prince because he just crafted diamonds too.
Yeah. Has to downgrade back to stone tools. We are in the Stone Age, ladies and gents. Trying to hit him with the sharp rock axe. You played Tears of the Kingdom, right? You're able to put like just a triangle rock,
I've never
and that's
played
an
Tears
axe.
of the Kingdom.
Really? Everybody's played
I
Tears
recently
of the
started replaying Minecraft though.
Kingdom. Okay, okay.
And by replaying, I mean I spent 2 hours and I have full diamond gear and I don't know what to do
Nice.
anymore.
So you're a pro. So as the resident Steve player here, not Prince, what do you think he could be doing better from what you notice?
All right, so as a professional Minecraft player, it's called Minecraft. So I think he needs to mine some more.
That's true. But it looks like right now he's doing a really good job of throwing some percent on J24 and keeping him out. Although J24 landed pretty easily. If he was able to end that string with an up smash with anything that sent J24 way out and gave him the time to fall back, it would have been good, but J24 just landed right on top of him, hit him with his really good aerials. He's got that nair that he's been really impressing with. He's got forward air that he's been using to swat. Okay, I'm getting, okay, Edge's getting on. I gotta play my games.
Arpeggio's gone. Here comes Edge.
What? Yep. I'm
Edge
here.
is back. Did you win your match?
Yeah. No, I
Nice.
lost.
Oh, not
no,
nice.
No, I was playing against Beta. I got DD'd. All right, never mind.
Never
Bye,
mind.
guys.
Edge is going to play. Now it's just me. You have someone new. A new challenger approaches.
People cycling in and out, it seems.
Game is not looking super great for Prince right now. He's kind of low on resources, and he's down a stock. There's
Last game.
the game for J24. 2-0. Next up, we have the one and only Yo-Yo Guy against Diamond Aura. Game starting off really in favor of Diora because Yo-Yo Guy picked Lucario, worst character in the game. Both players starting off just by throwing things at each other. Game is starting off kind of slow. Both players just kind of poking at each other right now. They are starting to get a little bit of a lead. Does kind of help Lucario to have some percent on him, so he does a little bit more damage. Parrying the something there. Game is kind of turned around for Yo-Yo Guy, and he gets the grab into a kill. Yo-Yo Guy trying to get the parry there. Dara doesn't fall for it though and just grabs instead. Yo-Yo Guy gets stuck in the fire. Pretty good edge guard from Yo-Yo Guy. He doesn't get too much from it. Really patient recovery as well, so he doesn't get punished. Yo-Yo Guy really trying to predict these attacks with his parry. They are climbing in percent. Another grab. Doesn't quite get the stock this time. Both players just charging. Diara hits his. Good parry into stock. Diara comes back and gets stock though. Wow, really good from Diara getting 0 to death.
The key to victory lies within.
Going into game number 2. Kind of like game 1. Both players starting up kind of slow. Yo-Yo Guy currently winning this. Throw things at each other. Game starting off. Both players even percents. Another pretty good parry from Yo-Yo Guy. He's done really well at getting those. Yo-Yo Guy gets the first stock. Probably can always be a little hard when you fight against Lucario. As he gets his rage stacked up, his moves start getting a little bit longer range. Yara tries to go for a spot dodge, a little bit off on his timing. Interesting recovery from Yo-Yo Guy, going straight into the side of the map and then jumping up. Again, really interesting recovery option. Instead of aiming for the ledge or past the stage, just trying to go on the side and then jumping up from there. Good Nosferatu from Diarra, and then good percentage. Game is looking really in favor of Yo-Yo Guy, but stock number 2 is coming back and he's taking a lot of percent already. Looks like Diarra was out of the electric book. Yeah, off the stage, 72%. Bad spot dodge from Yo-Yo Guy. Doesn't get too punished. Looked like Diarra was expecting him to jump in. Really patient recovery. Then he tried to go for a parry. Doesn't get it. Yo-Yo Guy going pretty deep off the ledge trying to get the stock. Could have gotten really punished from that. Game is looking in favor of Yo-Yo Guy quite a bit right now, but we did see Diarra get a pretty fast kill at the end of last game. Both players just kind of shooting at each other. Yeah, climbing in percent. There's the game for Yo-Yo Guy. You're just in time to see the worst character in Smash be played, Lucario.
Really?
Yeah.
Is Robin really the worst character?
Did you say is Robin the worst?
Yeah.
Well, the one he picks is the worst.
Oh, true. The FD. I'd assume this is better for Robin than Lucario, but the issue is no platforms, so neither of these characters can really get anything off the platforms, which they're both good at. They both have good aerials.
This would be the pick for DR. I picked this.
Okay. Say, that makes sense. Alright. They're great job keeping center stage here. Great. I would say great job keeping Yo-Yo Guy out, but Yo-Yo Guy just getting right in there. Using the jab to get Yo-Yo Guy out of the area. See what Dyer is able to do here. Gets the back throw. Has him off the ledge.
Game is really close so far. Both these games have been pretty close.
I wouldn't know. I was busy.
As the game goes on, though, Yo-Yo Guy only gets stronger as Lucario until he dies, and then he's back to the beginning.
Yep. So he's back to being a bad character. So yeah, maybe we'll be able to utilize this aura because it doesn't look like Dyer is really going to be able to secure a kill here. He's using that Lucario mobility to greatness.
Yo-Yo Guy has kind of had trouble recovering against Tiara.
Great DI there from him. And the up B kill. Okay. You know what? That's different.
Lots of aura, strong.
True. Now let's see if Yo-Yo Guy can keep capitalizing here. Try to get more of this extra credit onto Diora. Doesn't really look like it though, because he's using his own aura sphere to try to outzone Robin. I think Robin has a lot of their own projectiles. Of course, Lucario at 160. Never mind, he's gone.
Yo Guy got an okay amount of percent onto DR before he died.
Yeah. Say 70% is definitely not anything to scoff at. Say personally, if I was Yo-Yo Guy here, I would sit in center stage and let Diora forward smash me.
You
That's
just
because
let
I
him
get
forward
stronger.
slash. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Oh, okay. I see. Kind of like when you play oh, what's the fighting game character with Go?
Oh, Terry.
Terry, you just let them hit you
Yeah.
until you get Go.
And then it's like, oh, cool, I can actually play the game now.
And then you get hit once and like die, but
Oh,
you're like,
yeah.
but I had Go, so.
Yeah, so it was worth it.
So it was worth it.
I had the silly, funny moves. So again, back to this neutral zoning game that both these characters are so good at playing.
It's been interesting. Every once in a while, they both just kind of do that where they're both on the opposite sides of the stage just throwing things at each other.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it makes sense for Robin because you don't really have a lot of ground speed, and your airspeed isn't that favorable. Yeah, your airspeed isn't that favorable, so you can't really keep up with Lucario, especially when he gets these massive amounts of aura. He's able to run around the stage and just avoid pretty much everything you're able to do.
Really good from Yo-Yo Guy.
Yeah. Falls out of the arc fire before the Thoron can hit him. So
That could have been a death for Yo-Yo Guy if he didn't fall out of the fire.
Yeah. So I seriously couldn't tell if he SDI'd or he just naturally fell out. Using Thoron, great shield there from Yo-Yo Guy. Not gonna let Thoron take his stock. Gonna Aura's for your right.
Is that it?
Forward smash.
That's 2-1 for Yo-Yo Guy.
All right, here we are. Frosty on Beta. This is going to be a great match, and I love to see the Sephiroth.
I mean, you know, it's really interesting here. Two of the most diabolical villains in fiction. Sephiroth, he killed a whole bunch of people. Dedede, he ate some food. Truly diabolical.
Well, I mean, if you go to the wiki, Dedede is a gluttonous creature that resembles a penguin.
True.
We don't know that he's a penguin, so not only is he gluttonous, but he's deceitful because you think he's a penguin.
Yeah, man, he's literally the imposter from Among Us.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Don't go to modded Smash for your Among Us characters. Just play Dedede.
Exactly.
And I mean, this is a dead even game. You were looking
Honestly.
74 and 74. Let's see how much the Skittle's gonna get out. You got some good chip damage from there. Frosty's doing some really good play around, but I mean, Beta's got big enough hitboxes himself as Dedede, so it's kind of hard considering that your margin of error is so much smaller for proper spacing as Sephiroth.
Yeah, because that's the thing. Both these characters, they have a lot of range. You know, Dedede, he's got the big hammer. Sephiroth, he's got the big sword. The thing is, Beta is so much bigger, like you were saying, and he doesn't have to be this precise. He doesn't have to, you know, hit these small, like, tipper hitboxes. He can just throw out a forward tilt, and there's a good chance it'll hit, because that hammer's big. And don't forget, honestly, I think Gordo is better than Sephiroth's neutral B.
Really? Then it's neutral B?
Yeah,
Definitely.
yeah, but Skittles might be better.
Skittles are definitely better than Gordo, but you're totally right about the flare. Such a laggy move. So my favorite usage of flare, since it's a big color that gets on the screen and it's cancelable by pretty much anything, air dodge, jump, what you do is you start charging that and you see what people do to react to these new colors on screen, right? There's not a single bit of bright red here. I mean, you got the Pokeball on the middle, but
I don't know. Well, I mean, also, if you need some red, if you look at the washed name tag here, it is also pretty red. But
it's also pretty red.
See,
I don't think
know my
as
colors.
red as Beta's seeing right now. He is out for blood.
Yeah,
trying to get
rage
those
here.
dash attacks. Oh, back throw, back air. Such a strong confirm on such a big body.
Yeah, I'm honestly, even though Beta's playing Dedede, a super heavy character, I'm surprised he was able to survive that. Gonna drop down, make sure he doesn't get hit by that big neutral B. And that's the thing, that's something you can do as Dedede. You can do those drop downs and come back because you have that giant super armor B that goes so much vertically. Ooh, speaking of vertical, that's the direction Beta's sending Frosty.
Very true. And also when talking about that ledge play, the regrabs do give a pretty good two-frame opportunity, and Sephiroth is definitely not short in his arsenal for tools to abuse a situation like that. You got down tilt, which you've seen Frosty trying to use. A little bit harder to time if you're doing it raw. Down smash is a great killing option. But if Beta was going to go for a regrab there, I mean, it's kind of all the game of rock, paper, scissors. He does have the armor up B, which can go through a lot of things too. So if he decides to up B pass, if he decides to grab, this is all just kind of playing around that Frosty's going to have to try to navigate.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like you said, it's basically a game of rock, paper, scissors, especially in these games against these heavies. So much of it is, all right, am I going to go in and have a chance of them hitting me with a big boop just like that one? Oh.
Welcome to one of the laggiest moves in the entire game. You just...
Yeah, no, you can...
Yeah,
Frosty, you have the Sephiroth player on comms.
When it comes to landing with Octaslash, don't. That's your tip. You have some really strong options.
Hold on. Let me pull out the notes app.
Octaslash doesn't grab ledge, right? But if you go a little bit to the where you're like perpendicular, you're parallel with the stage, you can up B into it, and people that like to kind of linger around ledge have a really hard time punishing Seth for it unless they have long-ranged two-frame options.
Min. Sorry.
Yeah, Min. That's why non-two-frameable option against Ramran is kind of also a very bad thing to let yourself play.
All right.
Fortunately, it's not. You're playing an even harder character to fight against, Dedede.
I'm really interested to see the Town and City stage pick here. Looks like, there's
Looks
the
like
Kazuya.
we're going to see Kazuya
Well, I mean,
Mishima.
It makes sense. Town and City, it turns into FD just halfway through.
That's also, that's true. And as we know, Kazuya and Isabelle are best friends.
True.
So Isabelle's here to cheer on. So not only is Frosty going to win the stage, he's going to win the moral game, right?
The real question is here, I want to know how the Animal Crossing villagers are feeling. Because here's the thing, right? You have Dedede. He looks like a penguin, as we discussed. He's not really, but
resembles,
he looks like an animal you'd see. This is the literal devil.
That's also
How
true.
are the Animal Crossing villagers going to react to seeing the devil himself, Kazuya Mishima?
Something tells me that they're not, you know, they're not, it's not a new thing.
Okay.
They get some new people around the block. You've seen Zipper T Bunny when
True.
it's time for Easter,
Oh,
and
yeah,
you
yeah.
see the devil himself when it's time to play some Smash Ultimate.
True. And
Not to mention, we got Tom Nook. I think that he's pretty in favor of
yeah.
the literal devil winning here.
Speaking of devils, that Nair was devilish. Haha, that's right. I am hilarious.
You got that spike. I mean, I have never been laughing harder in my life, Edge. I'll tell you that
Yeah.
much.
See, this is why I should pursue stand-up comedy instead.
Yeah. I haven't been laughing harder, but I'll tell you what, Frosty has not been eaten better ever since picking Kazuya for the DDD.
Yeah.
We got a stock advantage right here, 69 on Beta, and you got the stun to take advantage of that. Looks like the trip is going to send him off stage, though, right into a ledge grab.
Yeah, so
Don't know
right
that
there
I've
from
seen
Beta.
that interaction,
Ooh, the
but
great
we've
trade
seen
there.
the up tilt.
Ooh.
That up tilt kills like
Oh.
nobody's business.
That up tilt, genuinely such a good move on such a bad character.
Oh, yes.
That's how I feel, honestly, with a few of DDD's moves. Because, like, that dash
So,
attack, too.
What I'm looking at, so Kazuya is a very grounded character, but his combos like depend on his ability to jump. And if Beta is such a big character with DDD, we saw how the trip kind of got unique interactions. We might be able to see some quirky thing where, with as fast as that up tilt is, it could possibly be used to interrupt a combo. I wouldn't be surprised, but Frosty is a very oppressing Kazuya to fight against.
Yeah, and like
He
you were,
doesn't give you the light of
like
day
you're
to
saying,
fight.
Kazuya is such a grounded character, and he struggles in these juggle and offstage situations. And
There
a
you
character like
go.
DDD can capitalize. He just used the Gordo right there to get the snipe. He has those up airs. He has the up tilt to keep you in the air. And it's like you can try landing with some of your options, but even then, he's going to survive longer. He's heavy. He's big. He's heavy. He's going to live.
Tried to juke him out with that jump, made him try to make a panic option, but Beta saw right through. There's the
Great
strongest
reflector
reflect in the game. Yeah, it's gonna kill at like 160.
All right, Kazuya combo on the platform.
You're seeing a little bit of aerial stuff here. Kazuya's jumps and Kazuya's aerial game is really, really unique, but then again, so is DDD's with that big body. But considering that his air movement is a little slow and a little clunky, I imagine that Kazuya absolutely loves going for those air strings, that like double jump forward air, those nairs.
Yeah, 100%. He wants to go for a lot of these. Also, I'm seeing Frosty utilize a lot more, especially these past two stocks, is that reflector kick.
True,
Ooh,
double
but the
forward
Sparta kick.
goes hard, but what
Completely
goes even
different
harder?
kick.
Sparta
taking the
kick.
game.
This is Town and City.
Alright, so I'm really gonna be curious here to see what stage Beta picks.
Yeah.
I think you're gonna want to have room, you know, because you want to be able to throw at your Gordos, and you want to try to keep Kazuya away from you. I don't care who you're playing. You could be playing a character who wants to be up in your face. You're gonna want to camp against Kazuya. You don't want to be near him. I go into
going
another
to
Animal
Smash,
Crossing
though.
stage. The villagers seeing the devil again, possibly. He's kind of going around the character
such
select.
a small stage, and in my opinion, it really favors heavies because of the like balance of their kill power.
All right, I'm on.
Oh,
my match
what?
is going.
Okay, your match is going. Hasta la Costa. I'll handle this solo. Let's start this game. Palutena and Nair to start off, but it doesn't look like it follows through. Beta's getting some back airs, getting some tricky stuff with Gordo, and overall, we're just in the scrap. They're trading hits for hits. They're trading hitboxes for hitboxes. We're seeing that exploding flame, and we're seeing really active stuff come out, but we've yet to see anything really big in one favor or the other. Looks like the small in-betweens have really been favoring Palutena, especially that little read there. Down throw forward smash is going to take the first stock. Let's see how much extra credit percent Beta can avoid. Let's see how much Frosty can get. A little bit of stalling. Beta doing really, really good with throwing out options that are catching Frosty's movement, but Beta, like, DDD's so big. DDD's so big, Palutena can just swing. So, of course, you're going to see some stuff like this.
I'm here. I'm replacing Edge.
All right. Right now, we're looking at Palutena DDD. At this point, the stocks are even, but you do got 94 on DDD to boot.
I was not expecting this when I walked over here.
Yeah, were you expecting?
All right, how about commentating?
We will. We will. Strong forward air right there. Jukes out the win box, that command grab, and down tilt back air is going to take it.
I think from what I've learned from Smirky, this is really bad for DDD.
Definitely. You don't got to check the tier list. You can just watch those Nair strings, see that 3% that Frosty's getting, and you can immediately know that this is an uphill battle for DDD to play with. Down throw. Tried to get up air. We saw a really cheeky down throw forward smash earlier to take a stock. So it looks like Frosty's not scared at all to do some crazy plays.
I think he should. I think he should be a little bit scared.
A little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah. I mean, with as powerful as DDD is, especially in Beta's hands, you can die at any percent if he gets you in just the wrong scenario. Neutral get up into the up smash. We've seen that too many times before. Shields the back air. We're seeing more down throw. Tries to get a back air off of it, but looks like we're back in neutral. Palutena trying to pick up a stray hit with those lingering and such strong aerials. Unfortunate. Looks like that is 2-1. This is best of 5, right?
No.
No?
Next round starts being best of 5. From semis final
okay.
forward.
Well, that is the set for Beta then. Really strong show. On to our next match. All right, and on to our next match. We got Yep on J24. We're seeing the Sheik on the Rob.
The good read from J24. The immediate read.
They immediately knew.
He knew.
Yep. But it looks like the percent is going to go in Yep's favor. You got strong strings on a big body. Forward air, up air, back air. We're seeing everything right now. Every single tool in Sheik's kit is usable in this matchup to a certain extent. I think we're going to be seeing side B the least, but even then, really good for two-framing and trying to be tricky getting off stage here. But I do know that Yep, as a player, definitely prefers his needles, his bouncing fish, his aggressive up B off stage that just secured a kill.
All the cool moves.
All the cool.
Yep just wants to be cool.
Yep is cool.
Sometimes. Yeah, this
Other
matchup.
times he just kind of sweeps without giving us a chance to even go like, oh, look at J24 doing so good here.
I was going to say, I'm not sure how much we're going to have that. I think this is a really bad matchup for Rob.
That's true, but we saw spin catch him. We saw Gyro do a little bit of percent there. We see him up tilts trying to converge into an up air, but Sheik's just too mobile.
J24 does have hope of it's much easier for Rob to try and get stocks than it is for Sheik.
That's true, but Yep knows exactly where to go to get his kills. No, you can't secure them anywhere, and that's why he uses such strong strings. We're seeing that forward air. We're seeing that bouncing fish secure a lot of kills. He knows exactly what he needs to do to kill you. It's just now to see how well J24 can go around the game plan that Yep has put into motion here. Yep, trying to get needles into something cheeky there, but J24 went up. You saw like that last half of the combo whip there, that forward tilt into up air, into up smash. but Rob still didn't get a punish because Sheik is just too fast. And that's what we saw.
It also doesn't help that Rob has a pretty linear recovery sometimes.
Very true. Yeah. You can juke out, right? You can kind of dip low and then fly back up, but it's not fast.
Yeah,
and
it's
you know
pretty
who
slow.
Is fast?
Sheik.
Sheik. Sheik can just throw stuff out and not care. You don't have to be methodical. You
Best
just
of
gotta
3.
swing.
Next round starts best of 5. I'm surprised. Actually, I'm not surprised. You know J24 respects Yep because he didn't go Donkey Kong and is trying to cheese him.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Donkey Kong is pretty big and slow. I'd say bigger and slower than Rob, and that's exactly what his problem is right now. So I don't know how much mileage it would get him. I guess we can only speculate. Regardless, I mean, J24's not doing too bad. He does got percent on the board. He's being cheeky with that gyro, throwing it out. It's really fast and hard to react to, so at least Rob has something that is kind of fast and unreactable, but that's like Sheik's entire kit, right? Really, really rough to deal with, and we're seeing that come into play right now. Yep, is just darting around all of J24's option. He's trying to box out with up airs, trying to do active things like his Beyblade, his Let It Rip, but Yep is just sitting outside of the range, waiting for the chance to punish, and it's doing really, really good for him at this point.
So you could say J24 is probably not going to win this battle.
I say we can't get him out of the fight too soon. 80% on Sheik is definitely kill percents for Rob. You can pick up any of those nice combos you got. You got Nair into side B, and we all know how much J24 does like his side Bs because it does catch him so much mileage we've seen.
I think another problem J24 could have trying to get stocks is he really likes to do the grab into the ground and to try and get a stock. But Yep is so fast at mashing out of things. See, just like that. Oh, but he got red.
That doesn't mean he can't secure kills from it. You got the reads. Looks like Yep was too fast for his own good and buffered a side B right there. Definitely punishable by the up smash, getting J24 the stock.
Yeah, we even saw it there. He did get the stock, but we see Yep he's so good at mashing out of these things.
He was mashing on his shield too. Man finished his jab, and he didn't go for a shield grab or an out-of-shield option. He was just too scared that Yep was going to throw out something again, and it was just going to catch Rob's option. So you can really see how in J24's head Yep is. It does mean that he's got a stock lead right now, but the percents do keep on climbing for him. But it looks like we're going to go to back and forth.
I think this is about where J24 wants to be. Yep, off of the stage where he can do something dumb, but that would be really cool if he hit.
That's true, that's true. He's trying to cheat him out, but it got the stock last game, the back air into the stage. It didn't get the stock this game, but the tech chase, that go off stage, the edge guard with the bouncing fish, so strong. That is a swift 2-0 for Yep.
Beta knows. I think we were talking about this last week. I think someone said that Little Mac was good into Palutena. I don't remember
Yeah.
who it was, but someone said this.
There's got to be something that Beta knows that we don't. If he's willing to go to Palutena's best stage, one of Mac's hardest, in my opinion. Doesn't mean worst, but hardest stages to play with.
Beta knows that he has the mentor right now.
The mentor, and who's that?
The mental. Because
Oh, the mental.
Smirky's like, oh, this is going to be so easy. I'm against
Yeah.
Little Mac on this stage.
Okay. Well,
And
I
then
guess
when
let's
Beta
see.
wins, Smirky's mental gone completely.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it's really, really, I don't want to say degenerate, but it's a really interesting play to see what your opponent thinks about you if they're willing to run Mac into you, right?
I think Beta's dead.
No, using that KO punch to recover. Try and get back onto the ground, but Smirky is so good with his up airs, with his nairs. Those lingering hitboxes just kind of beat out Mac in the air. On the ground is a different option, though. You got armored smash attacks. You got such strong boxing options because he's a boxer.
He's a boxer. I
He's a
saw it.
boxer.
I think Beta's dead. Oh, he's not
just
dead
yet.
yet. Every
good
time Beta
recovery.
gets thrown off stage, I will say I think Beta's dead.
He's dead now.
See, look,
Waits out the counter. Strong up air to close out the stock. Smirky's teleport canceling on him just to show him how cool he is. He goes, "You're going Mac on me? You think I'm not worth your effort? Watch this. I'm worth your time," as he teleport cancels. I mean, it's got to work to a certain extent, right?
Or DDD is just so bad in Palutena, he would rather go Little Mac.
That's what I think is going on here, yeah. Play. We do still see the KO punch.
I can't believe he still has KO Punch right now.
Well, KO punch goes whenever you're out of tumble. So KO punch is literally not going to leave. There is no timeout on it. It is just to see how well Beta can hold his advantage, how well he can hold his neutral, because the second he gets put in disadvantage, he's most likely going to lose it. Ooh, missed the dash up. More dash attacks coming from Palutena, but Beta is DIing them so well for such a fast move.
Beta is trying his hardest, being at more than 100% disadvantage right now.
Yep. Hey, when Mac's angry, he just kills all the more, right? Which is why Smirky's got to get him out of there with that back throw. We've seen some pretty strong neutral. Beta is doing his best to just dart in and out. These characters have pretty similar ranges. The moves that Palutena has that do better box him out are laggy and punishable, which Beta just might be waiting for. That dash attack's laggy enough to get a punish. Good F tilt. Tries to 2-frame, but he was facing the other way.
Smirky's off the stage.
We're gonna see.
I think it's your go.
All right, I got a match to play. Be back soon.
Have a rotating cast of casters. Beta has the KO punch. It will for sure get it. He might try and get the stock though. Oh, but he loses it. You say Beta might try and get the stock and then get Smirky up to 40% on the last stock, and that's how he could hope to win the game. But it's not looking so good for Beta. Game 1 for Smirky.
I'm back to replace Arpeggio. You know how it is.
You missed it. Beta went Little Mac.
No! I should have known. I'm sad now. The Beta Little
Was
Mac
it
is so-
you that said
Yeah.
Beta should go Little Mac
I'm-
last
I'm,
week?
I'm the one who said that Little Mac has a winning matchup against Palutena.
I don't think we saw that there.
See, maybe just Beta's not good enough. Yeah, we're seeing the Mac again. Well, I mean, Beta did already beat me in bracket. I'm just a little salty. No. Anyways, Battlefield, usually a bad stage for Little Mac, but if Beta knows some of the crazy Mac ladders, this is actually a pretty good stage for Mac. And then I was talking with our physio last week when we saw Smirky on the Palu. This is Palu's best stage, by far. Because she can maneuver around the platforms really well with her teleport cancel. She has that aggressiveness and that rushdown ability just to go use the platforms and get in on her opponent.
Smirky did say that when he sat down. Would you like to go PS2 or Battlefield? And Beta was like, I guess we can go Battlefield.
Wow. Beta, so gracious. And yeah, that's what happens when you play Little Mac. I still think Little Mac wins. I just don't think any Little Mac's good enough yet.
Oh, this is like in the future Little Mac will win?
Yeah, just give it a couple of years. Little Mac.
When Ultimate is as old as, what's the old Smash people play? Why can't I think of the name?
Melee?
Melee.
Yeah.
That's when Little Mac will beat Palutena.
Yeah. The meta just needs to shift into a way where Little Mac wins. Anyway, is KO punch set up? No? I think it's, yeah, you can just kind of, I know. It's so scary when Little Mac has the KO punch. You hear that little ding ding and you get that adrenaline rush. I think it can murder at such low percent. It's just whatever. Of course, it doesn't really matter if you can't get in and use it. Okay.
Probably would have been a stock for Beta if Smirky didn't roll behind him there.
Yeah, I could definitely see that. If Smirky went for a different option, Beta could have easily taken the stock. But another reason why Little Mac players just don't know how to get off the ledge yet. So. Ooh. Scream of terror coming in from Smirky, but he still takes the game with 3 stocks.
All right. I think next Beta is definitely going to pick Ice Climbers.
Oh, 100%.
And then Smirky won't know what to do.
Yeah, I mean, who knows how to play against Ice Climbers? No, Beta's been secretly labbing out every Ice Climbers combo.
Ice Climber. Oh, okay.
Yeah. He's been waiting.
Small battlefield, obviously, for the Ice Climbers.
Of
really
course.
good climber stage.
Yeah, indeed. That's Ice Climbers looking a little weird there. And we almost got the Robin counter pick. Looks like we're not going to get it, though. Oh, man. I was excited to see the Smirky Robin, too.
This is a really weird Ice Climbers skin.
Yeah. Are we using a modded Switch?
It's like 2 of them. They're both in the trench coat right now. Trying to go see like a movie they shouldn't see.
Oh.
I was going to name a movie in theaters right now, but I don't know any movie.
Let's see. I guess the new
Besides
Saw movie.
Spider-Verse.
Yeah, they're sneaking into Spider-Verse. It's just too mature. I was really tempted to say a Spider-Verse spoiler, but I'm like, eh.
Whoa, don't spoilers. I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, dang. I've seen it like twice now.
As we're definitely paying attention to the game, it's going pretty good for Smirky.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, 2 Ice Climbers in a trench coat here. Lost a stock. Trying here. Both of them getting really close together. Both of them getting very close together, but at the same time not hitting any moves on each other because both of them just using that little bit of micro spacing, dodging every little thing, using the shield. Smirky gonna keep Beta on the ledge. Beta's doing Gordo things again. That's still one of the strangest moves.
Beta really struggling to try and get back on the stage.
Yeah. That's something. Smirky's finishing off the ledge trap with the up smash there. Smirky's really good at keeping his opponent on the ledge. He keeps them on the ledge and just does not let you get off. Okay. Oh, going for the crouch. Just a little bit of disrespect I sense from Beta here. Again, Beta gonna be on the ledge here, but Smirky just gonna opt to back up and get center stage instead of going for one of these ledge traps. Maybe trying to get, okay, here's the back throw coming out from Smirky. Gotta go for the edge guard.
Beta gets at least a stock.
Yep.
Here's the comeback, the epic comeback.
Oh, yeah. Wait, Beta's
This
about
is all part of Beta's plan. He just wants it to be really cool when he wins. Never mind.
Say, great comeback, Beta.
Great comeback. 3-0 for Smirky.
There we go. Back on the mic. We got Arpeggio.
Yep.
We got Edge.
Yep. Everyone's favorite commentary duo.
The dynamic duo. But, I mean, we got quite a dynamic rivalry going on here. I cannot remember the last time that we have not seen these guys in winners
Honestly,
finals.
I swear, I'm going to make my commentary reel finally. Half the matches, it's going to be Smirky and Kofu.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they give us moments that are totally worth being clipped. You see the back and forth going on right now. We're at pretty even percents, but you got such strong neutral coming from both ends of the gameplay.
Yeah, and something I'm seeing here, right? If we go back to the last sets that we saw from last week of these two, Kofu didn't go Game & Watch until the very last game, and it was practically just Battlefield and Small Battlefield the entire set.
Yeah, I haven't seen Kofu go Brawler today. He went Game & Watch against me.
Huh,
His second, not his second, it was my second, his literal first round match. So today just must be a Game & Watch day, and I'm excited to see what comes from that.
Yeah, I mean, it's looking good for him right now. It's, again, not too much of a percent difference, and he's playing against the Palu really well with the Game & Watch today. And that's something that we kind of saw last time, was the fact that the Brawler, it was too close to Palu, it felt like, honestly.
Yeah. Ooh, solid back air to take stock from center stage.
Yeah.
Yeah, high enough percent. You were like, what, 140?
Yeah, and Game & Watch, one of the lightest characters in the game.
Also true. So when it comes to being at even percents, at high percents, I think I would generally want to be Game & Watch in that scenario, because Game & Watch has strong moves like that down smash that we just saw, that berries. He has invincible and really strong, just easy to throw out kill options. The ones that we saw from Palutena, if Kofu plays right, he's going to be across the stage the entire game.
Yeah.
Smirky's going to have to back air Kofu across the stage with that Palu back air, and he'll be living more often. But the kill moves that Kofu wants to throw out at those high percents as Game & Watch will kill anywhere, especially with that berry.
Oh, yeah.
With the forward smash, that is quite literally a truck in a box.
Ooh, there's a 9.
Box.
Speaking of strong moves, not going to hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's not,
Just shy and
yeah,
missing.
like you're saying there, honestly, you would
Kofu's-
rather be Game & Watch. And I think you'd rather be Game & Watch in this matchup just in general. Like, this isn't, you know, a super losing matchup on either side. I think it's pretty even. I don't know, I don't really play either of these characters much, but it really feels like it's a very
it's
even
Game
matchup.
& Watch. I don't expect most people to play Game & Watch much, but I
know.
mean, Kofu's just a different breed, right?
Oh yeah, he plays Mii Brawler.
That's true.
The Mii
There's an
Brawler,
up smash coming out and just shy of killing off the top.
Yeah, great showing here from Kofu.
Yep,
Say, but
Kofu at these
Smirky-
low percents, that is where Palutena really thrives, because everything just leads into everything.
That's the thing.
You have that as Game & Watch too. You have them at pretty later percents because of how low knockback you have coming from up air. Nair's a lot easier to follow as Game & Watch than Nair as Palu. But you just really want to get Smirky off right now. You can't let him live that much longer.
And the thing is that I'm really seeing a lot from Smirky is he's barely dodging out a lot of these moves. Like, there's a lot of these like down smashers I'm seeing him run, and then he'll immediately retreat and have Kofu with the down smash. That's something I'm seeing a lot. Of course, you know, at these lower percents, both these characters are going to be in each other's faces more, but something tells me once we get Kofu to much higher percents, we're going to see a lot more of that defensive Smirky play.
Yeah.
Because he can, especially if he is winning, he has a percent lead, he can go for a timeout strategy if he really wants to. He can pressure, he can just weave in and out. So that's the thing, Palutena definitely has that movement.
Yeah.
It's not as good as like Sonic, but...
When it comes to the matchup, though, Game & Watch definitely has some more active hitboxes. You got your lingering Nair. Both of them have that. But we've seen Kofu completely wall out Palutena with back air after back air after back air after jump after jump. So Palutena's got to do really good at closing the distance. Tried to at the end there and ran straight into the invincible up smash, which got Kofu that first game. Guess we'll see where we're going next.
So I'm really curious, to honestly, see where we're going today, because if we're going to see the more Game & Watch, I doubt we're going to see the comeback of the Battlefield.
So I'm sure that Kofu knows to ban Super Mario Maker after what we saw Smirky do on it last week.
Smirky on Mario Maker. You never let Feta on Congo Falls, and never let Smirky on Mario Maker.
Yeah.
Last week,
There we go.
I learned some very valuable lessons here.
I dream of being a player that people say, don't take them to, and then just name the most obscure stage ever. I'll know I made it at that point. But these characters, these players, they're both putting in amazing gameplay that we get to commentate here. So I guess we'll see how Hollow Bastion treats us.
See,
as
I
far as
honestly
the
think
playing
Hollow
ground.
Bastion is a pretty good stage pick for Game & Watch. See this thing, you
Yeah.
have the one platform there, and if you catch Smirky staying on that platform a little too long, you can catch Smirky with that nair. With that Game & Watch nair, you can use the up airs and so much. But of course, this isn't a bad stage for Palu whatsoever either. Like, Palu's
at
going to be
all.
able to use that platform to her advantage. And the fact that the edges are a bit more open is going to lead to Palu getting a lot better edge guard. Not edge guard, sorry, ledge traps.
In my mind, what I'm thinking is I actually think this is a little bit more Palu preferred. So this is a really good Smirky coming, or really good counter pick coming from Smirky, because Game & Watch does have vertical combos. It don't kill. It doesn't kill. It's up air, right?
Yeah.
It's just your damage. But you know who has vertical combos that do kill? Palutena. So the platform is a little bit more valuable to her. Also think of how much Smirky loves tech chasing with down throw.
Oh, true.
Having the platform there gives another layer of reads, another layer for Smirky to try to exploit, because instead of falling down to the ground, you either have to double jump or land on that platform. And that platform is so much easier to chase down than just empty space.
Yeah. So that is definitely true.
Yeah.
Smirky, he's showing it off. He's using this to his advantage so much. He has the lead here against Kofu.
We're seeing some Nair trains, tries to get that up air, but perfectly timed air dodge to go through that active hitbox.
Again, Game & Watch, he has his hitboxes are way more active than Palu's, but Palu still has those crazy active hitboxes. And don't forget, we are in that lower percent right now, and Palu can rack up so much damage. That's the thing, Smirky, if you're Smirky, I won't even see you trying to go for a huge kill here. I think you should just be racking up damage with this Palu.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, use that nair, use that up air, and if you end up getting a kill by landing one of these back airs, you know, good for you.
Then you get
You're
it,
two
yeah.
stocks ahead, and you got to be feeling good then.
Yeah, at this point, Kofu is a little too high percent for things to start, like, comboing for that percent, so we're going to just be seeing the straight hit game, right? We're going to be seeing hit, we're going to be seeing hit. Solid down air coming from Kofu to land that stock, but it's not like there was anything that really led to that moment. You just kind of let it out raw, and that's what the high percents of this game is going to be like. When we're at those low percents, we got such strong percent builders. We got nairs that you're going to see here from Kofu. He's going to try to follow with up airs, and it gets Smirky to high percents quite quick. Smirky's got those nairs. He's got up airs. So most of this game is going to be played at pretty high percents. It's either going to be a game of who can kill and convert the best at high percents, or who can live the longest.
And the thing is, with that straight hit game at the high percents, maybe never mind, but I was about to say that you kind of want to be that one at the higher percent because you do have that little bit of rage. Of course, maybe you're not if you're Game & Watch. Maybe not. Because again, you are very light.
I don't know that rage is as valuable because these
true.
characters both have such potent kill options that I don't think the rage matters as much for either of these people as some other people of the cast. So I do think it is really just, with Game & Watch, we talked about being light. That extra percent, sure, is rage, but without having that tiny bit of extra percent, you could maybe live back air a little bit longer. You could maybe, you know, edge guard Smirky, get him so scared with that teleport, he does a, you know, he just goes too far out, right?
Of course, I'm really interested to see if any of these players are really going to try to change up any type of gameplay in here, or Smirky's just going to be doing what he's been doing this entire match here on this last stock, just going in and getting these low percent combos, racking up this damage. And yeah, so you just rack up all this damage as Palu. And Game & Watch, again, he can do that same thing, but Palu is just better at it.
That's
Palu's
true.
moves connect better. And like Game & Watch, of course, again, he still has the C look. He's got that down throw nair, and he
Does
can
his
catch
best
the
to
up
follow.
airs.
You get, like, you know, little tipsies on that up air, good little pop, you know?
Yep.
So,
Little air gun.
yeah, but we are seeing that hitbox activity come into a lot of play. Back airs are catching the air dodge
And something,
for Kofu.
something I really liked that we just saw from Smirky there was the teleport to get out of the way. Because again, you can't rely on that very much, but that is such a good mix-up option, especially when you're being trapped like that against a character like Game & Watch.
Yeah, I mean, like, teleport is a pretty laggy move in its own right. You saw it punished there by Kofu, but with the platforms, it also just gives extra layer for Smirky to teleport to and be ambiguous, so he's not only going to ledge or on the ground, he's also, which level am I on? Am I up? Am I down? How far on each one am I? And you got to play a whole bunch of different guessing games. Looks like Kofu lost that one as back air is going to take the stock. We're looking at 1-1, pretty even game so far.
That's something I didn't even really think about, but with Game & Watch being so much lighter, is those kill throws are going to be a lot more potent. And Palu, she has that back throw that we've seen, and maybe we might even see some other throws start getting to that kill percent.
Definitely. It does really good for his kill throws, but I also imagine it makes it a lot harder for him to follow through off of his down throws because he's going to be sent away further a little bit earlier, and we know how much Smirky loves to chase people down after that down throw with things like back air, with things like maybe a read up smash. Who knows?
Yeah.
It's so much harder to do on Game & Watch because of that lightness, so it's really a double-edged sword. You got your advantages, you got your disadvantages. It's just playing around it.
Yeah, and that's something about these light characters. Like you're saying, that's the thing. Light characters in this game, no matter which one you're playing a glass cannon.
Yeah, essentially, yeah.
Because some of these characters are going to be more glass cannon than others. You know what I mean? Like Game & Watch, I don't think he's very too much glass cannon-y, but look at that.
I mean, that killed it, what, 70?
Yeah.
That was 70 before the hit. F smash raw takes it. So, yeah, we're seeing that he's definitely not struggling killing. I don't know about Glass Cannon as far as Game & Watch as a character goes, especially when you got Invincible and some of the best out of shield options in the game, so it's really, really hard to chase you down. You don't get put into tumble after it, so you're able to lay your bombs like we're trying to see Kofu do right now. You can try to land faster with your very strong down air that's so hard to challenge. Like, yes, he's a Glass Cannon, but he can also run everywhere to the point that it's so hard to put him in the point where you can break Kofu. Kofu only breaks you.
And that's something I'm seeing here too. Kofu's really good at pushing his advantage. The Game & Watch allows him to push that advantage a lot more than like the Mii Brawler, for example. He's able to push his advantage so much because, again, if he can get those early stock kills like we saw with that 0 to death at the beginning of the match here, he can just push, and look at this. He has so much percent on Smirky right now. He's not letting Smirky secure a kill here. I mean, there's the down throw, but it's not going to lead to anything too crazy.
Yep. More down throw. There's that lightness talking that we were talking about coming into play. You might have been able to follow on a bigger body, on a heavier body, but Game & Watch is so hard to chase down after your own strings. It only works at those really, really light percents. So, like we said, most of the game is going to be played at this late percentage. You got 139, 101, and there's strong combo moves at earlier percents, but you really just have to go for those raw options.
Like
dash attack is going to take it,
And here's the thing, too, right? Again, Game & Watch, he can snowball, like I was talking about earlier. But if your opponent figures out, okay, I just need to play around this, I can't hit your shield like that and get hit by an up B or an up smash like that. I just have to play a bit more carefully. You can stop that snowballing. So that's the thing. We're seeing Smirky. He goes in, he does a lot of damage, then he runs out.
Yep. And then they just kind of play that inter-range, dart in and out. That back air is going to catch the roll from Kofu. Doesn't neutral get up into it. And forward smash totally takes it there.
That's the thing. As you were saying way earlier into the set, that down smash, forward smash is so strong.
Yeah, it'll kill anywhere, and the fact that Kofu was pressed up into the corner at that point meant a lot of the Palu's options would have killed as well. So it's really good that he just picked up a kill there, and then he did his best to push Palu back when he is on the opposite end of the stage, and you have the entire stage to travel. Game & Watch is going to value that longevity of his character a lot more than Palu is.
Yeah. And that's something we're also seeing a lot of is we're very even here. And Kofu's not really getting that chance to do that snowballing with Game & Watch. So both these characters doing that dart in, dart out, even at these just mid percents. And so it's going to be really hard to see, like, try to follow up. But
are we going to see another down smash, forward smash? We
are.
That takes it. It doesn't matter where you are on the stage.
Yeah, that's
Game & Watch can and will kill you.
Say something. I'm honestly... honestly, this English. I don't speak
No,
it.
totally.
No.
It's okay. My English is really bad, too, so just say words and I'll probably think that they're right.
Yeah, so... seeing Kofu's Game & Watch here, like, going back to that brawler, it's so cool. It's honestly good that he's picking up the Game & Watch here, because it's more of that straight hit game like you were talking about. And from what we've seen from these games, Kofu's being able to use these straight hits so much more to his advantage. And he's being able to take these games.
Yep, but when it comes to those early percents, we are often seeing Kofu come off on the negative end of that starter. With that such strong nair coming from Palu, you see a little bit of extra damage from that up air. So there is kind of back and forth going on in the game. We see Kofu follow through on the later percents. and Smirky kind of overrun him in these early percents. We're seeing a little bit of strings coming out. Tries to hit him with that bomb, but invincible back air is going to come out.
So we've been talking a lot about, how the fact that a lot of these later percents, Game & Watch is actually pretty good because he has a lot of these big, strong kill attacks. And we're talking about these earlier percents that Palu is really good because she can rack up so much damage. Oh, great with a job with the bucket there.
Good oil spill.
Who do you think does better in like the mid percent range? With both
In
these
the
characters
mids,
at like
ooh.
that 50 to 70% range?
Well, it really depends on what you value because when it comes to why Game & Watch like the late percents, it's because he kills. Why Palu likes the early percent is because of damage. So really, it's not about who likes the mid game more.
Yeah.
What we should be trying to define is where the line is for where that early game ends and that late game begins, because I don't really know that there is a middle game in this.
Yeah.
Game & Watch can kill you from anywhere off of down smash, bury into any of his other smash attacks. If sending you across the stage with forward smash doesn't do it, up smash certainly will.
Yeah,
So
and then it's like we're seeing with Smirky here, he can land those back airs, he can land those hits. So honestly, I agree
Yeah.
with you here, the fact that if there is a mid game, it is very prevalent and it's very slow.
yeah,
I mean, well,
I
not
don't-
slow, it's too fast.
yeah,
Other way around.
I don't think a mid game exists in this. The second that your combos stop working, you're in the late game. There is no in between. The second that your confirms start killing, that's when you go for them. There is no in betweens with combos, right? It's early, it's late, and these players are doing both good jobs in their own respects of playing around each other's strengths. But with most of the game being played at those late percents, we are seeing Kofu kind of start to sweep Smirky here. We're even percents, even stocks. Let's see what type of trickiness we can see here. Up smash is going to catch the jump.
That's something that we're seeing Smirky, he's really good at, because when he can land those up smashes and he can decimate you, he can take those stocks so early, especially against a character like Game & Watch. And even when he whiffs them, he knows how to not get punished super poorly.
Yep.
That's the thing. And also, it's also hard to punish Palu up smash because of the fact that it is long lasting. Like, if you get one of this thing, it's long lasting, so it does have that weaker hitbox, but
Yes.
it can still last, it still hits you away.
Yeah, and when it comes to that later game, up smash is going to be a really potent option in that kill department. However, I mean, if you just so happen to be wrong with it, it is so much more punishable than Game & Watch is, and that's why we see that percent rack up. It looks like Smirky was able to take advantage before Kofu got that last kill. We're going to see Kofu at those late percents, Smirky at that early, so we're going to see a little bit of a skewer in gameplay here. Kofu is going to want those percent build-ups, so he's going to want grabs, he's going to want nairs, he's going to want to be close to you instead of darting away. And we've seen how hard it is for Smirky to kind of get in on Game & Watch when he's playing this far back game. But now that that's not what he wants, maybe you get a chance to get some of your other kill options that don't work in these late scenarios.
Yeah, 'cause that's the thing. You're seeing here, right here, Smirky is in the 70%. So you're not going to really be killing with too much of these like forward airs and back airs and stuff. But you have your smash attacks. You have that down smash. You have that up smash. And then if you're really going for something crazy, you can try to get a forward smash. Say, here's the thing. You can get a good kill here. You can use the food, the ledge trap, and building up this much percent on Smirky, getting to those percentages, getting close to those percentages where this back air, where this forward air, where the down air can kill. That's going to be really good for Kofu.
Yep, and now that we're both at the high percents, you can see that Kofu is playing a whole lot more reserved. He's mostly spacing out his bombs. He's trying to dash away, dash in and out of the range, and catch Smirky trying to be aggressive and move in on him. That window where Kofu wants to run up on Palu is now over, and you got to change your game plan and adjust to it. But it looks like Smirky does just that with the dash attack.
Yeah, that's the thing. I get why Kofu was playing so patient there. It was match point for him. If he was able to use that bomb and actually get the kill on Smirky there, he would have won the set. And that's the thing. Well, these players, they still do have losers, so it isn't like, you know, a huge, you know, mindfulness takedown, but there's still that I'm going to get set to losers, and I really need to try my best to win this. And we got the Palu Game & Watch still coming out here.
Yep.
2-2.
Something else I'm noticing, these guys have yet to lose on their own counter pick. Every single time they counter pick, they win on it. So let's see if that pattern does continue here. Looks like we are going to Smashville for the final game. And Smashville being such a small and contained stage is going to force more interactions, which I think is better for Palu. But because of how small it is, Game & Watch's kill window is going to start a whole lot sooner.
That, and also, since both these characters have to be so much closer to each other, like we see here, like I was about to say, Ofu can land these smash attacks so much easier. They are so much closer.
Yep,
And
there's that early kill percent window starting off. You're seeing it in action here. Smirky's going to go for his combos here, follow with up air after nair. Doesn't get the second one. You're going to see some strong percent build up from Kofu off of the ledge. Really, really good with that. But you can already see him. He's entered his kill mode as early as 50. He's dashing back and going for the smash attacks instead of running in with things like his nair, which we're seeing him hit still. But he's so tricky about what he wants, when he wants it, because you can be optimal playing so many different styles as Game & Watch in these kind of mid-percents. So Smirky's just got to guess on which style he's going to be having to play around.
Yeah, because that's something that we're seeing is Kofu, he has so many mix-up options, especially the fact that Smashville, it really requires you to be close together. It has, that's the thing, you don't have too much space. You do have the platform in the middle, so there is some mix-up on like get up and such, but...
And when it comes to Bastion, we were talking about how we think that platform favors Palutena more than it does Game & Watch. So we'll see how that comes into play, if at all.
Yeah, I saw Kofu try to go for the bucket there, but because this game is sometimes very silly and janky.
I don't know if he dropped it or if his bucket filled up so fast and Exploding Flame was still out, so he got hit by it anyways.
You know, that sounds really stupid, and that's probably what happened.
I wouldn't be surprised. Palu is just one of those characters. Does something work and you don't know why? Who cares? Run with it.
Well, I mean, we have two top tiers here, and to be a top tier in Smash, you have to have fast frame rate, you have to have good kill confirms, you have to have good combos, and you have to have enough janks to make the commentators go, huh?
Oh, definitely, and you're seeing that a lot here.
Yeah, alright, back to a pretty neutral game here.
Yep.
That's the thing, Smirky, you have to be careful, because you're at such a high percent against Game & Watch ball characters.
Back air almost took that up B there. Kofu learning from his mistakes and going to ledge instead of higher, but he didn't learn from the up smash last game. He's going to go straight into it. That is a stock lead for Smirky, but 130 means he could die at any moment if Kofu knows exactly where to follow through.
And that's the thing, we're seeing Kofu just go for a lot of these up smashes because he does have that invincibility. He's throwing out these forward airs because, again, he wants this kill, like, right now.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's the thing, if he doesn't get the kill on Smirky soon, Smirky's going to be able to use these nair loops and these forward airs just like this and rack up so much damage on him.
Yep. There's that across stage, so Game & Watch doesn't have much kill moves. That doesn't matter where you are. Back air is one of those. You want to be hitting that out. That's why we say Game & Watch really doesn't like being in the corner. He wants the full stage to travel. Looks like Smirky was able to benefit from Kofu using one of those moves that does require you being out to get the kill. And he was able to live, but looks like not for long.
Yeah, alright. That's the thing you have with these characters. And something we're seeing right now is Smirky wants to get enough damage on Kofu just really quickly so he can land one of these big kill moves that Palu has. That's the thing. If he can just rack up this damage, he can get like just one more of these nairs just like that. Game & Watch is in pretty hot water here.
Yeah, but it looks like Kofu's doing pretty good at working it around. It looks like he's at the late kill percent that Palu is going to want to try to get those up smashes, get those back airs. I don't think a back air is going to kill right now, so Kofu's just going to try to want to not be in the corner, which he's doing right now, pushing Smirky over into the ledge and forcing them to play the outside game.
Well, the thing is, too, is Smirky's at this perfect percent where Kofu can try to go for these smash attacks he's always trying to go for because it's Game & Watch. But he can also go for a lot more of these back airs, these forward airs, even the nair that we saw last stock kill, but...
Back air doesn't take it just yet. Oh, very close.
So close here. Let's see what Smirky can do with the ledge trap. Not much. Kofu goes back in the center stage.
There's another smash attack, really close. Let's see if they can make it back. Looks like he gave up the chef. I'm surprised back air didn't kill there. That is at the ledge.
Yeah, but
and
there's
the
a
dash attack
it
still doesn't take it. We're getting kill screen juked out here.
Dude, I've never been this juked before in my life. Kofu throwing out a lot of these kill options with the smash. There's a dash attack from Smirky, but it's not going to take. Smirky
Yeah.
has Kofu on the ledge. Can he actually get the kill here? There's the dash attack, and that
There it
takes
is.
it.
That is going to take it. Smash Ultimate really said, I got kill screens left, I got right, what you want, right? And
Exactly.
we just had to wait it out. Off the top is going to take it with the dash attack. Really strong play from both players here. But
Yeah.
it looks like Smirky was able to break that always win on your own counter pick that we've kind of found them playing into.
Mm-hmm.
Then we got Hudson submitting results like the absolute boss he is. Yeah, Hudson.
Yeah, Hudson.
Can we get some Hudsons in the chat? All of our 0 viewers.
All right,
all of his buttons,
Hudson.
ladies and gents, we are back.
Yep. Hudson. Yeah, we got some Hudsons in the chat.
Yes!
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about!
Say, we need more Hudson love in the chat. Always.
Yep.
Anyways, speaking of love, I love watching these two players play against each other. We got Yep and Frosty.
I don't know that I've ever watched them, or at least been present in a game. I always watch their stuff back on the VOD reviews just because they are both such good players.
I mean, yeah.
And they're so up and in your face. You got Kazuya with your invincible approach options, and then you just got Yep. Yep's just really good at getting in there.
Yeah.
He plays Sheik, and he's going to do some crazy stuff with Ness. I just know it.
All right, that's the thing. We got to see how this goes. Ness, pretty small compared to Big Frosty, though. Again,
That's true.
when Frosty is on the screen, I can't help but say Big Frosty. It's like,
Yeah.
it's required.
I tell you what, that's my Wendy's order. What about yours?
Yeah. You know what? After this, we're gonna go get some Wendy's, 2 Big Frosties.
I am actually totally down for that. I'm you right back. You want to go get some big Frosties
I mean, I
after this?
actually brought my wallet on me.
Hell yeah.
Anyways,
You
speaking
got
of
that
big,
extra percent. That's what I'm talking about. That is what wins you this game.
Yeah,
When you're
true.
in the blast zone and there's no chance of you living, that extra 3% coming from the way
Does so
late
much.
Ness up B does so
yeah,
much.
of course, Big Frosty really showing off the fact that he is big, taking the first stock just like that. But Yep really answering back here. Seriously, as soon as Yep got that little extra percent from the blast zone, he really went in on Frosty's Kazuya. And Kazuya really going to answer back, but he's able to just push him right back. That's something that that's really interesting to see in this matchup. Is like we were talking last time Frosty was on stage, on the stream when both of us were here.
Yeah.
Is the fact that Kazuya is a very grounded character, and Ness
Yes.
is so floaty. He's always using his aerials. He's always, of course, when you catch him on the ground like that, you can punish. But
I mean,
great
the
DI there.
punish isn't going to be floaty enough to kill, even with the buffed up rage drive at that percent. But Jab is going to take it? Wow.
Interesting. See, I personally think we should be seeing the 10-hit combo here. I don't know if Yep knows how to DI it.
Yeah. I mean, SDI isn't real.
Yeah, true.
We know that by a fact. Just looked at our top tiers, and yeah, SDI is not real, so
Yeah.
there's that air dodge that we're going to see from Ness. Really strong recovery option. Better than Mac up B.
Yeah. Oh, everything's better than that.
Yeah. But it does look like Yep is finally going to get some momentum on the board here.
Yeah, of course. The thing is, last time we saw Yep get this much momentum, Frosty just hit him and answered back just like that. The devil
it
himself
again.
hitting such a devilish combo, that electric wing god fist into that up smash. Gonna use, the stronger one. And I don't remember half the names.
I mean, Kazuya's got too many moves to even remember the names of, which I find hilarious considering Kazuya, I think, is the character in the game that uses the least of their moves. And
Honestly.
diversifies between it. We saw that jab kill twice this game.
Yeah, of
Really
course.
tells you that depending on the person that you're playing, this is really a play your player, not play your opponent's character.
Oh.
Right?
Yeah, and that's the thing, too. Kazuya, it's like, why would you use half his moves when the other half are just better?
Against Kazuya, I mean,
Yo, Delfino Plaza,
Delfino?
WarioWare, Jungle Japes, 75M. Now we're going to Town and
We're
City.
going to Town and City.
You know what? It's
Yeah.
fine.
Yep,
I mean-
Yep gave me the craziest look when I said against Kazuya, you're playing your opponent, not their character. And, I mean, being Kazuya, I mean, I recently saw on Twitter there's a new tech that allows you to literally not care about DI. You just hit your combos, right?
Wow.
It's harder to hit. You got to time your jumps instead of anticipating DI. But, I mean, once you get to that point, sure, you're playing your character, but we saw the kills that Frosty prefers here. He loves going for those electrics, and the follow-ups that he gets after, you are doing your best to mix Frosty up, not to better play against Kazuya, because sure, if you're playing against Kazuya, you're just trying to not get in those positions in general, but the second that you are, it's not about playing Kazuya at this point. At this point, it's about playing Frosty.
And Yep's playing Frosty really well here, just not giving him that room to breathe, and not being able to let him use these electrics that he loves using so much. That's the thing. Against Frosty as a player and against Kazuya, you don't want to be getting hit by these electrics. But something I'm seeing Frosty, he's so good at getting these follow-ups, like you were saying. Pretty much every single time I see him hit an electric, he always gets something.
That's true. But it's so hard to get him, especially when Yep has been in the air as much as he has. What I've noticed is after that grab chain that he did, grab, forward air, his Ness's double jump, sure, may be hard for Kazuya to work with most of the time. I mean, you do have the fact that it rises low and then goes up more, so it could be easier for Kazuya to hit it low and catch the double jump. But when Yep was just dancing all over Frosty's shield, he could just decide to go to the platform after aerials because he can, and he's swinging from here, there, from everywhere, making it so hard to give Frosty any breathing room.
Yeah. Oh, but the unfortunate
SD.
But yep, he still has another stock ahead of Frosty, and if he can do one of these crazy combos that Frosty's doing to him right now, he can be able to secure a kill and just win the set so fast. This is honestly something I'm really liking about Yep's Ness, is he knows how to just get in there, do a whole bunch of damage, and then, honestly, instead of being one of these players like we saw last set between Coco and Smirky who kind of want to back out, he just keeps pushing this advantage and making Frosty SD right there.
Unfortunate.
1-1 here in losers quarters.
Yep. So, we got Big Frosty and Little Ness.
Yep. Big Frosty and Little Ness.
Little Ness X.
Yeah.
When it comes to what you've been seeing, what do you think is the win condition of Frosty, and what's Yep's win condition?
Okay, so in this matchup, like, win condition for Frosty, right, is you gotta be catching anytime. This is the thing. Yep, he has to eventually land.
Yes.
You have to catch that. As soon as Yep has to eventually land, when he's done being all floaty and stuff, you have to go in and hit. Because that's the thing, Yep's using this floatiness, using these jumps to just to stay out of Frosty's threat range. Because, like, he is still right on Kazuya, but he's enough up in the air, and he has enough of these disjoints with that forward air like that, he can keep him away.
Yeah. And something else I'm seeing, when Ness is playing grounded, I do see Frosty go for quite a bit of defensive options. When they're in the neutral, it's a little easier for Frosty to feel comfortable at throwing out his moves with that such skewed risk-reward. But Yep is doing so good at keeping him busy in the air, and then he lands on the ground, but Frosty is still in that defensive mode, and then that's when Yep goes for his grabs and converts off of them. Not that it's going to matter when you get up smash like that.
And that's the thing. We saw Frosty, he was pushing his advantage more on the ground. He was really pushing it, and he was able to get those crazier combos, being able to deal all that damage, and being able to end it off with the electric up smash. Something that we see him go for a lot.
It looks like Yep's really comfortable against playing Kazuya on the ground. He's in the air, on the ground, but Frosty's just out here to remind you, I am Kazuya Mishima, and I will kill you off of one hit if you let me.
I paid $6 for this character, and I am going to show it off.
So true.
Alright, but yeah, I'm surprised he didn't pay $6 for his character the way he's racking up this much damage. Ness so good at racking up this damage. And something that we really didn't consider here. Kazuya's pretty heavy.
That's the wrong option. Air
combo.
dodge doesn't go as high as Ness's. Maybe if you were Ness, that air dodge would have recovered.
Yeah.
But you're Big Frosty with a big up B that you gotta use.
Yeah. Oh, and there's that big forward smash coming out from Big Frosty. Evening up the game here.
Yep.
Honestly, this really just depends on who can get this first big hit and push the advantage more.
Yes.
And it's looking like it's Frosty. He's getting 50%, but luckily Yep's able to get away here. Again, use that floatiness, use those aerials. And honestly, you expect, you know, when Ness is kind of floating away from you being out, he can just absorb the laser. But the laser doesn't matter when you're right up in
Very
his
strong
face.
upbeat. Something else that I'm noticing here, so think about scrapping, right? Kazuya is one of the best scrapper characters in the game because he hits you with the move that he's throwing out and he'll kill you for it. And Ness is such a scrapper character with his hitboxes that are right on him, with their really low recovery. The fact that I'm pretty sure like Nair auto cancels at certain like frame windows and things like that. Ness likes being up there and trading hits for hits. Ness is really good at that.
Yeah.
But Kazuya? You're doing that against Kazuya? No, you lose that game, so you have to play a game that's a little bit harder for Ness to win. But then again, it's kind of really the only way that you can win here because we've seen how good Big Frosty is at converging off of his scrap options. He's doing jab there, but pretty soon he's going to be using those upper invincibility dashes. Really good against Ness with how much Ness likes to jump and throw hitboxes up.
Nasty combo coming out from Frosty there. He just, again, like we're saying, if he can get in on you, you can't trade these hits as Ness. Because it's big old Kazuya Mishima. Because you try trading hits with Kazuya, all of a sudden, that traded hit, Kazuya's comboing off of it.
Yeah.
And like, you can get a lot of combos yourself as Ness, but they're not gonna be anywhere near as potent as Kazuya's. Yeah, that down smash. Don't need a combo for that one. That little yo-yo.
Something that I find interesting. So this is Yep's counterpick on the stage, and it's the stage that occasionally will just turn into Battlefield or into FD.
It'll go into FD.
I'm curious to know because we were talking about how this is a great stage for Kazuya the second that it comes into play, but for a counterpick against him, I guess there's something that Yep knows that we don't.
Yeah, well, I mean, I guess it could make sense to try it, because that's the thing. You have the FD, so things like this happen, but when you have those platforms, you can rely on those platforms to get away a lot. But oh!
That's a way to end it.
He's hype! He's crazy with it!
Down be out there. We got the immediate frame one leave the setup coming from Yep.
Sam.
Really strong play coming from Frosty. Never second guess yourself, even with how fast he left without a single word. You're phenomenal.
Wow. Great gameplay from both of them. Yeah, because we can probably figure.
Yeah.
You know, popping off for Frosty here. Big Frosty going for that big play to end it off with that downbeat.
How about this? Instead of talking, well, like, it's still Smash related, right? If Frosty were a Frosty, what flavor would he be?
Ooh, that's a good question. If Frosty was a Frosty,
what flavor is Frosty?
Yeah, which Frosty? Say it's chocolate, vanilla,
There's
and then there's
vanilla,
sometimes
and
strawberry.
then there's sometimes strawberry, right?
Say, another thing, I couldn't see him as vanilla. He doesn't go for those vanilla Kazuya moves too much.
Yeah.
Are those?
Yeah. So here's what I'm thinking. Just hear me out all the way through, right? Frosty is a strawberry Frosty, right?
Okay.
He's in, he's out, and you know, it's kind of hard to rely on him to be there when he's there. But when he follows through, he follows through like it's nobody's business. Yeah. The part that's so hard is it's really a lose-lose.
Yeah.
Ness wants to play an aerial game against you because Ness just loses on the ground, right? But how do you swing against Kazuya when he has the upper body invincibility with your aerials? So you either have to swing low and risk just getting hit, or... Yeah?
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. Pick up Donkey Kong. Pick up Donkey Kong. That's your answer right there.
Pick up Min Min. Hear me out. Come on. I want to see hyper-aggressive Min Min.
Yeah. So, like, SDI affects it, but yeah, when you're so used to doing exactly one thing and you just keep on doing it, because, like, if you play the same game when Frosty's, like, going on you, like, you're going to get the same results.
Yeah.
There is no, so, like, depending on the moves, yeah. So, yeah, there is no wrong DI on against Kazuya except for the same DI. The same DI is the wrong DI. That's the player, not play against Kazuya. That. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Would you rather take 60 or just die?
I'd rather play the game. I remember when
Yeah.
everyone's like, dude, Pally, we're good.
Oh, how we wish we could go back. I think my car's old enough. Let's just go 88 miles an hour. Runs. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. I mean, like, it depends on what you define as hard, because if your character's difficulty starts in the training room, are they really a hard character? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally. Yeah.
Yeah, hold on, I'm curious actually. Come up! Yeah, Smirkies and Grands.
Yep.
And then it's... I didn't realize Beta was still in bracket.
Beta's going off.
I mean, yeah, I mean,
It's
Beta
his
does
second
pop
time in
up.
tournament.
True, it is his second tournament ever. So, speaking of Beta, I'm excited for these upcoming highlights.
Yes.
They're gonna go crazy.
Who does Yo-Yo guy play?
Eh.
No, no. Something wants to tell me Link?
Yeah. say we
I
seen game watch today.
I felt like, so I played Kofu into Diamond Aura for my winners and then losers, and like I got so much unfortunate stuff against Diora, but like both of my games against Tofu were pretty good, and I went Cloud. So I'm curious to know how Pawsy a Game & Watch works out. That's what I was thinking. Okay, I'm gonna turn off the mics at this point since we're Yep. Here we are.
Alright, better
Start.
figure out.
Oh wait, no, in game. In game. In game.
Oh my god.
There we
We're
go. We
learning?
got it. We got it. We got it. Wait, I think. Why is it not?
Why is it black? Hudson!
Wait. Yeah, because is it like what did he click? What did he click? Video capture card activate. I got it.
Never
I
mind.
did it.
We did it.
Ladies and gents, no one
Arpeggio,
does it like I
smarts.
do, and
And-
no one does it like Yo-Yo Guy
Yeah,
does.
it looks like. Oh, I did commentate a little bit of Yo-Yo Guy today. I forgot. I saw his Lucario beat Diora.
Nice.
Yeah, and I've seen a lot of Big Frosty. Gotta
Well,
emphasize
right
the
now,
big.
so it beat Diora. It looks like it's really giving Frosty a hard time. He's
I'm-
just throwing out Tiny Ball,
Yeah.
and Tiny Ball just seems to throw a whole wrench into the big Kazuya.
Yeah, well, I mean, we call them Big Frosty, and the bigger they are, the harder they fall. And we could be seeing an example of that here. Yo-Yo Guy, you know, that's the thing. Usually it's Lucario, you want to be getting hit a little bit more, get that aura. Yo-Yo Guy doesn't want that. He's just sitting
I
here.
mean, why win when losing if you can just win while winning? Forward smash is totally going to make you win while winning.
Yeah.
We're looking at pretty even percents right now, but there is a stock favor going into Yo-Yo Guy.
And honestly, I'm loving this Yo-Yo Guy gameplay. You know, I'm not supposed to be biased as a commentator, but Lucario?
That's no, you're right. You're right.
Don't worry.
I mean, I'm all about the Lucario. I'm all about the anti-Kazuya whatever narrative that everyone loves. But like, look at the gameplay. Yo-Yo Guy's just dashing back,
Oh,
and
yeah.
it's doing so much for him.
Well,
He's like,
that's the thing.
Kazuya gets on top of him, SWAT option.
Yeah.
They're in neutral. He just dashes back, throws out Tiny Ball.
Well, like we were talking about with both Yep and Frosty after their match, you have to play this stupid little patient game. You have to not interact, and that's what Yo-Yo Guy's doing. He's just dashing back and throwing out balls. And using
Really
the ball
good
there to
neutral
get the
being the
combo.
back air to take the stock.
Yeah.
We're looking at 3 stocks to 1, and even then, high aura for Lucario is something that works in his favor. But then again, also works in Kazuya's. He can kill you whenever he wants, especially when he lands that
Yeah, 'cause-
crouching the
Yeah.
crouch lightning punch, you know?
Say, that's something that I think really makes sense in the Lucario-Kazuya matchup, is the fact that Lucario doesn't really get to use Aura, because you get at that high percent, you're like, awesome, I can do some crazy thing, and then you get electric and you die.
That's
course.
true.
Yo-Yo Guy isn't really getting to these high percents too much. Maybe I lied. I do that. God, I am the most cursed commentator here.
That's all right. That's all right. We're
Uh,
seeing some solid gameplay coming through. He had the read, but pulled the trigger just a little too soon on that roll in. You're seeing that up B out of shield come from Frosty.
No.
He does got Rage Drive online. We'll see if he's able to make any use of it, because it might kill Lucario, or it might give Lucario the tools to kill Kazuya here.
That's something I'm seeing, right? At the beginning of this match, Yo-Yo Guy was so dominant. It feels like Frosty's finally figured out, okay, yeah, no, I get the fact that he's dashing back, he's throwing out these projectiles, that he's playing this patient game. He's finally getting the read. Kinda on Yo-Yo Guy here, but... the
Yo-Yo
read-
Guy's really tricky. You're
Yeah.
gonna approach him. Let's, you know, just throw a random F smash out there, because I dash back so much. You want to chase me? Try your
Yeah,
best.
well,
Force palm.
Yeah, one of my friends, when he was first learning this... Oh, what? Sorry. I just saw the FD choice coming in. We're seeing Kazuya on FD. Yeah, ignore the sentence I was
Has-
just saying.
Has Yo-Yo Guy been to a tournament? Has he seen Kazuya FD?
Yeah, has he ever heard of the big scary Japanese man that is Kazuya Mishima? Because trust me, I made the mistake of taking Kazuya to FD on bracket, and this is exactly what happened to me.
Yeah, well, strong 0 to death coming from Frosty. You see why being against Kazuya, you ban the stage. You
Yeah.
just do.
And that's the thing. Like,
Tried
it
to tech
explains the
chase.
surprise I had. Seriously, I ended my thought. I started going, really good. First, let's see if Yo-Yo Guy can get a comeback here, because he does have that little bit of stop right now. And let's see if he can use that to his advantage, because he's honestly doing great here with these little ledge trappings, using that down air to just kind of keep Frosty away from the stage.
Yep. Something I'm also seeing a lot of, I'm seeing a lot of Lucario down tilt. The true combos in dash attack at low
Yeah.
percent, it'll combo into dash grab, and Lucario does have some stuff off of grab. I know that he's got up throw, up air. He also has down throw, and if they DI it just wrong, you got a forward air chain coming in right there. You got forward air, forward air, forward air, and then up air to finish it off. And at these percents, it'll be a lot of damage so long as Lucario has the aura. We'll see how much it does when he has none, because, I mean, Frosty gets the kill there.
He has the 2 stock aura, but that's not really going to matter here. Especially if Frosty can get another one of these huge combos. Doesn't get one of these huge 0 to deaths, but
tried to
still
carry
so
him
much
off,
damage.
but he did a little too into the center. We saw him use that against Yep. The Ness had to recover, and he just grabbed him, dragged him straight to where he's from. Hell.
Going very deep there. Oh, but the unfortunate SD from Yo-Yo guy.
Yeah.
Again, another showing of why you never take Kazuya to FD.
Yep.
Okay, if I've taught all of our viewers here one lesson, don't go
take Kazuya to FD. Just don't do it.
It's like-
It's not worth it.
It's
It's like
Kazuya,
never tech in on Jigglypuff.
Yeah.
It's not worth it.
This is why I don't tech against Jigglypuff. It's the arguably worse option.
Yeah.
I'm bad at teching. I thumbs up like they can see me.
Thumbs up. Yeah.
Yeah. They can. This is why
I
we-
can verify that I am sitting right next to Edge, and she is indeed hitting me with the thumbs up, and I'm like, that's great. What's even better, though, there's that throw stuff that we saw coming in from Lucario, although it looks like up throw opted to Nair and tried to chase him out there, but Kazuya, he's a tough guy. He just goes straight through it.
And oh, there's the reflector
Strong
kick coming
reflect,
in from Frosty.
good laser to keep him out, but Lucario has such a good recovery.
But the
You're
recovery
not
doesn't
gonna
matter when
recover
you get a
from
jump ring like
space.
that. Oh, Frosty doing great here. That's the thing. We saw first game, Yo-Yo guy had that advantage and he carried it throughout the match. Second game, Frosty destroyed because he had that FD counter pick. He was able to get in all of his combos without having to deal with platforms. In this game, it's looking like Frosty still knows what he's doing, but it's looking a little bit more Yo-Yo guy's favorite than the last match.
Yep. I do absolutely love this pick for the stage, even though the middle is a little bit closer to FD. With Kalos, you have the tall skill ceiling, so that up smash that Frosty relies on out of his combos to kill is going to happen at such later percents.
And like we were talking about, Lucario's recovery, it's made even better on this stage due to the fact that there are the walls.
Yeah, Lucario is one of like, what, 3 or 4 characters in the game that doesn't just wall jump, wall clings.
Yeah, and
So
that's,
you can stand there as much as you want, especially since you can wall cling out of up B.
and using the wall jump right there. Of course, Frosty really utilizing his Kazuya movement, using the little dash in.
Making it really hard for Yo-Yo guy. We're looking at even percents, but there is a stock favor going to Frosty. We'll see what Yo-Yo guy can make out of it. He is getting Nair. He is getting the stunning side B.
Yeah, but thank goodness for him the fact that Frosty did it when he was on the platform, so he ended up losing there.
Yeah,
Barely
Kalos'
knocked
platforms are high enough to the point that you do have to either full hop. I don't know if that was full hop and it still fell short, but at those percents, yeah, you got the high kill ceiling, but you're at percents like that, who cares? I'm Kazuya Mishima. I was about to say not a word I probably shouldn't have said on stream. I'm Kazuya freaking Mishima.
Naughty words?
Ignore that, ignore that.
No. We would never use naughty words. Anyways, Town
Also
City.
ignore the fact that they went, so like, what is the, let's say this, you're fighting against Kazuya. Kazuya, like, wins, he does his bans. What are your stages that you pick? Because we talked about how this half of the time is just FD again.
Well,
Town and City.
coming from my character, right, as Midman, I genuinely like Town and City and Smashville and like Hollow Bastion against Kazuya, at least with my character. Because Smashville and Hollow Bastion, you're a bit closer together, and that means my arms can just constantly hit you. And Town and City, I do have those platforms to run away to every once in a while, and it does turn to FD every once in a while. But as Midman, I have that advantage for on that team. But just regularly against Kazuya, and like, I didn't mention Battlefield at all because I didn't mention Battlefield at all because
You were at like, you were at 60 before the hit, and then it reflected. You took 40 from that single projectile. It wasn't even fully charged. My goodness.
Kazuya really showing this match. Again, Ultimate, you can really play any character if you're good enough, but
Really
there
good back
is
air.
still these differences between the teams.
I mean, I think my favorite thing about Lucario, easily hands down, I don't even have to think about it, it's the movement.
Oh.
It's the fact that
Yeah.
you have some moves that stall you, you have some that speed you up, you got really good B reverses, which we're seeing Yo-Yo guy use, and your air speed and acceleration is just so fun to weave in and out. Kazuya doesn't have that, so you're off stage, yeah, I'm gonna do my best to use that. back air doesn't matter that I have aura. It's going to kill all the way out there.
Of course, the issue is, right, you have this movement with Lucario, right? You know, you can move around, you can weave in and out, but the moment you mess up at all, Kazuya can get in there, he can punish you, and Kazuya punishing you is going to be stronger than anything you can do as Lucario, unless you have super high aura.
That's true. Makes it really rough. I'm trying to see Frosty use that down smash, that spike off stage. I know that that does combo, but it's not today.
Yeah.
Yo-Yo Guy is going to take that opportunity and take the stock. We'll see how much he can use this aura to take Frosty, but Frosty is at only 16.
Oh, but the
Laser doesn't take it just yet. We're going to see the extreme speed.
Never mind.
But up be out of shield. Or was that out of shield? I don't know that it was even out of shield. That was just on reaction.
Say, hold on.
Was out of
Action
shield.
replay right there.
It was out of shield. Yep.
All right, it looks like we have
Very, very good.
Frosty and Kofu
We have
here
Frosty
for
and
losers
Kofu
finals.
next.
Yeah.
Wait 1 second. That's not losers. Semifinals. How do I rotate? How do I rotate this? How do I rotate?
Let's
This is
figure it
losers
out.
finals. Click buttons. Click buttons.
Listen,
We
are
got
so
we got
close to
Kofu on here, but what's the rotate for losers? There we go. Yeah, it's not Kofu. Let's go. Can we get some Hudsons in chat? Can we get some Hudson? Woo!
All right, and we were talking with Frosty about this matchup earlier when
The
we
Game
did it
&
for
Watch Kazuya is going to be really interesting to see.
Game & Watch wins the matchup. That's the thing. You can keep Kazuya in such disadvantage, like these juggle scenarios, like Kofu showed off right here. But something we're seeing, Frosty really knows how to play this character so well. He went through, and he went through Yo-Yo Guy so well. Let's see if even though he loses this matchup, let's see if he can go through Kofu as well to get into Grands.
Yep. There's another kill. I mean, we saw it against Palutena, the down smash and the forward smash. Kazuya, big guy. That's a big Frosty. That's a big Kazuya. You're going to have a little harder time killing, but then again, doesn't matter how much you struggle to kill when you don't give Kazuya the time of day to breathe. Just a single breath and get in a single electric. A single one of his, like, you know, neutral defining moves.
Yeah. I mean, here's the thing, right? Kofu, you're not gonna let Frosty breathe. Because the thing is, you're playing against Kazuya. Kazuya, you let him breathe, you get 0 to damage. Or you get a whole bunch of damage, like right here. Bam, off of one interaction. But you push this advantage with Game & Watch, like I was talking about the last time we had Kofu. Game & Watch can push this advantage. And the thing is, Kazuya's disadvantage is so bad,
Yeah.
you just punish this so much. I know. I keep going back straight to this disadvantage thing, but it is really the most prevalent part of this matchup is the fact that Kazuya suffers so much against this juggling Game & Watch has, against this offstage game Game & Watch has.
Well, I don't know that it's Kazuya's disadvantage as much as it is the advantage from Game & Watch. You have to have options out there to combat the fact that no matter where you are, Game & Watch can run all over you, right?
Oh, yeah.
Whenever he decides to up B, he's invincible and he's up there now and can act exactly as he wants. We've seen how good Kofu is at being tricky with bucket movement. He's got a bucket full of oil right now to throw at Kazuya's way.
And that bucket scaring Frosty so much, he SDs there. Kofu, again, with the stock advantage, did so much damage
There's
with that
the
combo,
oil spill.
60%.
How much did that do? I want to say that that did
Hold on.
40%,
We have the
50.
replay.
It had
50.
50%.
Wow. And
That
Kofu
one
just
oil spill.
going off with even more damage, juggling him, using that up B, just not gonna let Frosty get anything. There's the down smash forwards. Smash. Okay, that does
Almost
kill.
lived it.
Almost.
It
lived
is a big
but-
Frosty, but
man.
not big enough to survive the absolute oppression that Game & Watch is going to be running for these next couple of
Yeah,
matches. Let's see how Frosty chooses to adapt.
Yeah,
This
no.
can be stage-wise, this can be character-wise, or this can just be, you know, I'm a better player. I don't care that this is, you know, down in my mind. I'm Kazuya freaking Mishima, and I'm gonna kill you.
Alright, looks like we're going to Hollow Bastion here. A stage, I see Frosty pick Kazuya on a lot, and there's the Kazuya
There
pick
it
coming out
is.
for Frosty. He's going to try to adapt, try to use the stage pick to his advantage here.
Yep, looks like
let's-
they are having a little bit of talking just about the matchup and
Yeah.
stuff in general because it is really hard. So I'm curious to know, I didn't hear a thing about what they said. Let's see if there's anything new that we notice about the gameplay going on.
Yeah, it's going to be definitely interesting to see how this matchup goes. And Kofu, he's going to start out on the offense again, and there's a huge
Nair. He's
damage
going to
combo.
follow it with the up air, up B back to stage, try to do some more, but there's Kazuya's infamous Electric Wind God Fist. Tried to follow through with some light down tilts,
He
but
goes through
I
and
mean, Game & Watch is light and Game & Watch is short.
yeah, true.
Not
And
much
that's
else to say.
That's the shorter and lighter you are, the harder you are to combo, especially that size difference. Like, look at that. Just ducking
He
under.
crouched right under it.
Thing you have, that's something that we really didn't talk about much last game, and I'm glad we're talking about it now, is you have the size advantage as well. You know, that's the thing. You're kind of the opposite of Kazuya. Kazuya's heavy and tall. You're short and light.
Doesn't change the fact that both of these characters can kill like nobody's business. We saw that coming from the forward air from Kofi to close out the stock. We're seeing a little bit of extra credit percent coming in, a bit of 20.
It looked like we might get a bit more than just some extra credit, maybe a whole extra stock if Kofu keeps pushing like this. He's
With
just
that, we
not
just
like
might have to
Kofu.
give Kofu a gold star.
Yeah, I mean, seriously, bro's gonna get a pumpkin sticker.
Yep.
Pushing on the ledge here.
I'm seeing Kofu use that bomb a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot harder to use against Palutena, which is who we see Kofu fight against most often, I feel, because you got such strong hitboxes to cover your entire body. Kazuya can't swing those because, I mean,
Yeah.
Game & Watch is just going to come in, punish it, and even then, if you do hit the bomb, it's a little harder to do since you don't have more all-encompassing hitboxes. So there's the chance that it whiffs and the bomb just hits anyways.
Of course, who cares about advantage when you can throw out random forward smashes? And he jabs through the invincible up smash. That's a good thing to know. Only that helmet's invincible. He does have the bucket and using the great
there.
edge guarding there.
Yep.
Alright, let's see. Kofu stock ahead, but it isn't
It
a
is-
huge advantage like we've seen before.
Yep. I mean, if you can take this stock as Kazuya, and I mean, you're Kazuya,
Yeah.
Kazuya doesn't struggle too much to do that so long as you get the proper hit, but it looks like Oil Spill's going to take the
That
game. Yikes.
killed.
I was going to say, once you take this stock, it is even-ish percent.
Huh?
That's quickly going to, you know, go away and lean in favor of Kofu.
Yeah.
But not that it matters. I mean, Oil Spill takes it. I mean, that's Kazuya's only stalling option off stage that he can reliably use. That side B means he can't use his up B, he can only use his double jump. So Kazuya's got to be a little bit more shaky. Frosty can't just throw those lasers out anymore and be ambiguous about when he's going to go out.
Yeah.
But look at that Pog for the Fox.
Yeah, we're seeing the counter pick coming here from Frosty. Going to PS2, which, you know, good neutral stage. The only character that I can think of that's really good for is Steve, and we don't have him on screen, thank God. But, and
Now we got
what
another top tier. This is
Fox.
what in the official tier list. I want to say Fox is top 3.
He's now top 3. You are remembering something wrong there, my friend.
Based off of the tier list, I think Fox is
I think he's top 5.
3. No, because I think it was Fox or Steve, Pithra, and then
Joker.
Fox.
Wasn't it
Fox
Joker?
Fox is bare minimum top 5.
Oh, 100%.
Okay, we're pulling up the tier list. Oh, are we pulling up the tier list?
You know
Okay,
what?
we're pulling up the
Bet.
tier list now because
Hold
I
on.
forced Edge into doing it by saying it out loud.
Let-
It's either top 3 or top 5. 10 is Cloud. 10 is Cloud.
Yeah.
Okay. While Edge does that, I'm going to cover your commentary here. It looks like we are at a pretty even-ish point. If Fox can secure this kill, you are at even percents, even stocks.
Fox
which
is ranked 5th on the official
5.
tier list.
Fox
Yeah,
is
because it
ranked
goes
5th.
Steve, Pithra, Joker, Sonic, then Fox.
Sonic, then Fox.
Yeah, of course,
Right.
both these characters on the official tier list are ranked in the S tier. Both these characters top tiers, great at pushing their advantage, but from what I know, from what I've seen, I think Fox does in fact win the matchup.
Yeah, Fox is so oppressive. You got your lingering hitboxes that are so safe, and you got basically your entire kit that combos into kill moves. You got your side B into up air, you got your down air, you got your nair that combos into up smash as well as dash attack. You got so much, and these are moves that you can feel good throwing out because the recovery's low. Sure, as Kazuya, you have invincibility, but you don't have low recovery, right? So you have low recovery, and then you got mobility. Everything that you need to combat Game & Watch in his boxing zone, and the second that things start looking south and you need to reassess the situation, run away.
Yeah,
Something
that's
that
the thing.
Kazuya can't afford to do.
Yeah, because Fox, you can play this dash in, dash out, especially against a character like Game & Watch. And plus, you don't have that big of a disadvantage anymore. You don't have to deal with, you know, being juggled for ages. Like, Kofu, of course, he's still going to get these big combos off, but they're less than what he'll get against a character like Kazuya. And here's the very forward smash.
Very forward smash isn't going to take it just yet.
Yeah, great DI there from Frosty. That should have been dead.
Yep.
And here's the thing, all right? We're talking about the fact that Fox wins the matchup a bit. You know, he has so much more options he can do than he can do as Kazuya. But against a character like Game & Watch, against a player like Kofu, he can just punish you. He can go in there. He doesn't give you a chance.
We talked so much about Game & Watch's kill mode, that he can just throw things out. And with Fox wanting to be in all the time with his combos, with his kills, it's so easy to just... We think you're going to spot dodge. We think you're going to try to be tricky and dart in, dart out. No. Forward smash. Take this match. Light him ablaze.
All right, it looks like
Goku really showing us how it's done.
We're getting into grands here with, I think, our favorite pairing, Smirky and Kofu. And I wonder if this is going to be anything like our winners round.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is... One second. Smirky, Kofu. That's winners final.
Say, because I just did the
That's
losers
moving.
final like Kofu one, so. Say start match?
Yeah.
Oh, you're right here. I was about to scream for you. I can feel like a TO.
Yep. There's that. We're going to go
I gotta be
into
TO
waiting.
Junior. As we wait for Smirky to... Smirky, he's standing by the setup. Frosty is taking too long. Frosty will not leave. Okay.
There's that.
Already got my doubles partner.
I'm not in doubles just yet. Does someone not have a doubles partner? Hey, Frosty, do you have a doubles partner? You already got a doubles partner? Okay. Me, but I need a partner. Yeah? Let's do it. Yeah? Let's do it.
You got your doubles partner?
Yeah, we got a doubles partner.
Nice. Say, we might have to get kicked off of the commentary here to play doubles.
Yeah, unfortunate, but until then, let's just live in the glory of getting to talk about the hypest ending to every single tourney that we've seen for the past while here. We got Kofu, we got Smirky, what you want?
Honestly, these are some of my favorite players to watch. It might be because every time I commentate, I end up watching them. But also, the way they both play, they're so close to each other in skill, it doesn't really feel like one player overbears the other player too much. And they both have this very similar playstyle, especially with their characters, where it's this dash in, dash out, let me deal a whole bunch of damage, let me go away. And it's really interesting to see how each of these players use their characters to get that game plan.
No, you're definitely right. I mean, right now we were talking earlier how this early percent kind of favors Palutena and their ability to rack that percent, but it looks like Smirky's doing a really good job of just forcing Kofu out. The percent might not matter if you're able to get Kofu at a point where he can't recover his Game & Watch. Then again, pretty hard to do. You can recover from almost anywhere as Game & Watch, especially since you can air dodge right after your up B, so you still have that little bit of just extra oomph. We've seen bucket shenanigans, which he's so tricky with. We've seen lingering up smashes at the ledge, which Smirky just loves to hit.
Honestly, I love seeing this because you can definitely tell that both these players are adapting to each other. But they still get hit by the same things because it's still the same characters, it's still the same moves, and it's like, you could adapt all you want to say like Palutena up smash, for example. You're still going to get hit by it. You're still going to get hit by a lot of these same moves, and it's just this whole thing.
Yeah. Right now, we got Smirky at that kill percent that you can throw out a lot of Game & Watch moves and just kind of secure yourself that stock.
And
trying to do it with that up smash.
Yeah, and Kofu's at that awkward spot for Smirky where he can't really get too many of these big damage combos off, so he has to try to just start going for these hits to rack up just a little bit more damage so Kofu can get into that kill percent.
But right now, it does look like Smirky's doing his best at bringing up the percents. So it's turning slowly from a slight lead into a little bit more oppressive lead. With that roll read up smash, you got two giant light laser pillars killing, and you're looking at 3 stocks to 1.
Yeah, great showing here from Smirky. Using that up smash, really just not letting Kofu breathe here. I mean, it could also be that, oh, the down tilt.
Nice down tilt, yeah.
Being a little more silly there, the down tilt.
Yeah,
where
I mean, it's a
Smirky was
good
about to
kill
break his
option.
controller with a mash. You could hear that from miles away.
Yeah. I can tell you right here, no, that's not a level 7 Earthquake. That's Smirky trying to mash out of down smash. Okay, we're seeing some more solid gameplay coming through. It looks like Kofu's able to pick up a little bit more of his stray hits. You're seeing up airs, you're seeing nairs, but I mean, Palu's got the exact same, and they're strong too.
Yeah, and
Smirky's been getting a whole lot of mileage out of the dash attack is what I've been seeing a lot of. Kofu's been mostly playing on the ground with a few stray, like, short hop jumps with his back air to linger on and kind of make a wall, but otherwise he's playing relatively grounded. So, I mean, dash attack is a really great option to throw out there to breach that wall that Game & Watch makes.
yeah, and
We saw the 9 come out, but just a little bit too high.
that's something that we see. I've actually seen a lot here with Kofu is whenever he gets the 9, he never actually lands it on somebody. It makes me sad. All right, first game going to Smirky here, and if Smirky just gets 2 more wins,
That
he
is
wins.
the series,
He
yeah.
wins the tournament.
Last time Smirky came
Smirky
back
came
from losers.
Yeah, and he won
to
those
fight
6
Kofu.
games. And of course, that was against the Mii Brawler mostly, because there was only one of those games when he saw Kofu pull out the Game & Watch,
Very
and that was
true.
the last game of the set.
And remember that even in their winners quarters or winner
Yeah.
semis, one of the two, it was 2-2. So these players so even and back and forth. You hardly ever see one steamroll the other. You see just such a solid show of adaptation, of counterplay coming from both of them at all times. So I cannot imagine that this is going to end so soon. We're going to go right back into game 2. Even-ish percents, but it looks like we're going to get a little bit of percent starting off. Kofu, really strong grab. He loves following up with the nair and tries to chase him down with the up air. Looks like it's not going to hit as much as he'd like to this time around.
Yeah, and something that I think that we should maybe consider a little bit is the fact that Kofu has just come from another match. He just came from his match against Frosty and Smirky. He's had time to breathe. He's had time to, chill, maybe play some friendlies, hang out a bit. Well, Kofu's just had to play a serious match into another big serious match here.
I mean, you could take it as both ways. Kofu's hands are all the more ready for
true.
Smirky, having practiced the Game & Watch sooner than Smirky have practiced the Palutena, possibly. On the other hand, I mean, one of those controllers has to be a little bit more sweaty than the other. Like, let's be real. But,
Say, honestly,
you know,
ooh,
there's an up smash to secure the kill.
yeah, great punish on the up smash there from Kofu. Really showing the fact that he's
And
learning
there's
how
the
to
back.
punish it. But
Like we said, these players are so even. You got one kill to soul, like, it's so good. It's so good, Edge.
It's so great to see. I love seeing this close gameplay. And again, like I was saying before, something that adds to this close gameplay, not only the fact that both these players are very equally matched in skill, it's the fact that both these characters have a very similar game plan. It's that those early percents rack up a whole bunch of damage.
Okay, well, I'm kind of commentating. Is there anybody else that needs a doubles part?
All right.
I do not have a preference.
Arpeggio's
I would like
talking
to
about
play
his doubles
doubles. So
partner,
if you're,
so I'm seeing this.
enlisting people, go find someone to enlist me with.
All right, let's see how this is going. Very even game here.
Okay,
has
there's
people on
the
the
up
ledge.
smash, but the shield is going to come out just in time
Yeah.
to save him
And
from
Kofu
that
not
kill.
going to be able to get that down smash punish this time. Okay.
Cheeky with a little bit of nair damage coming in through the stage as he's recovering. We've seen such strong two-framing options come from Smirky. You've got the down tilt, you got the up smash, and Kofu makes it really, really hard to guess when he's grabbing that ledge, when is a good time to throw out those options. That's kind of the workaround when it comes to playing this edge game.
Yeah, because that's the thing. A lot of this is this edge ledge game. Because seriously, because especially at these higher percents, is anything's just going to whack your opponent to the other side of the stage. Like I back there just whacked Kofu into the blast zone.
Yeah.
And so you have to be super careful. Like, okay, how am I going to mix up my ledge get ups? How am I going to mix up the timing of me getting to ledge? How am I going to mix up the time I'm getting off of ledge? All of this.
Yeah, and that
think
up B pass stage I don't even think was a bad option. It's just that Smirky was in Kofu's head, so ahead of him on how he wanted to recover. You've been under this whole time. Are you going to be over? I don't know. I'll just throw out this back air because I can, and if I'm wrong, then we'll start that down tilt two framing that we like to go for.
Yeah, it's
you
something
kind of
that it feels like.
afford to throw it out, and it
Yeah.
did get the mileage for Smirky. Looks like we got some more coming for Kofu as well. That stray hits. We did get the forward air to close it out that time. Really
Yeah.
strong move.
And Smirky is at 0 here, so Kofu, he's probably looking for one of these down throws, one of these combo starters for himself. Like, there's the nair right there, so he can rack up this damage, get Smirky to kill percent of his own, and maybe take a stock here. Because it's the thing, you want to be trying to take a stock here. Both these players at that single stock, so you got to be playing careful too.
Something that I'm watching Kofu do a lot is drag down with the nair. I've seen him get down smash with it. We just saw him get jab with it, and jab is pretty solid percent. So when it comes to landing with nair, when it comes to rising with nair, you can kind of get whatever you want as Game & Watch, and you can converge off of near about anything. Really, really strong coming from Kofu. I'm okay if it's not, you know. It's not the biggest deal if no one does.
Arpeggio lonely on doubles.
Yeah.
But that means he gets to stay on commentary when I end up leaving. But Smirky gonna leave the stage with that unfortunate SD.
Yep. You're looking at 1-1. It's strong.
All right, I'm really excited to see what type of stages we go
Until
here.
your games get called, I am real quick gonna grab water because I have not sat up from the time I sat down, so I am parched.
All right, that's right. You get some Edge solo commentary. We haven't had this in a while. Oh, score looking a bit interesting there. All right, it looks like we're on the small battlefield here. Who took the game? I genuinely cannot remember. Which one of you guys took the last game? Guess we'll never know. Alright. Kofu really pushing the advantage here, getting that ledge trap with a down smash, forward smash there. Really showing off the fact that he knows how to play this, he knows how to go in, use these moves to his advantage, and something I've said before, because Game & Watch can... Alright, Arpeggio's back. Now I can ask, who won the last game? Because I genuinely do not remember.
It was Kofu.
It was Kofu.
Smirky
Okay.
won.
It is 1-1.
Yeah, Smirky
Okay.
FD.
That's what I thought,
1-1.
but I couldn't
Yeah.
remember. Okay, I was so scared of messing it up. Anyways, Arpeggio's back. Oh,
Yep.
Kofu took a stock with that down smash, forward smash.
Nice. That's why we make such a great team, Edge. You watch the game and you forget stuff, and then I remember stuff and I drink water.
Yeah, I don't know how to drink water, so it's a great
Yep.
pairing.
Great team you see coming in here on the commentary, and once again, great rivalry you see come out on the screen here. It does look like, yeah, Kofu does have the start here. He's got a stock on Smirky, and you're looking at pretty evenish percents here, so we are playing that late percent game again, where you are going to be wanting your kill options. Tries to go for an up tilt, which probably would have got it too, but the spot dodge is going to narrowly avoid it.
That's the thing, because Palu's up tilt kind of feels like an option that you don't really go for that much. Because the thing, you have options that are just better at doing what up tilt does, but you can still go for it as that mix-up kill option.
Yeah.
All right, let's. I know I'm trying to keep out my name for doubles.
No, you're good. People are yelling in the background, and hearing disability focuses on everything else, so you're saying words, and I'm picking up, I'll be honest, almost none of it, but I am picking up this incredible show coming from Kofu.
Yeah.
We're looking 3 stocks to 1 right now.
That's the thing, I wasn't even paying too much attention, because again, I was waiting for those doubles, and honestly, it doesn't even surprise me. He gets the 7 on the down smash.
He
gets
gets
those
to eat some apples.
Dude, I love eating apples.
Smirky steals a little.
Alright, Smirky steals a little bit. Kofu should know
Smirky's
though
got to
that
tell him,
carrying
you
is
got to
sharing.
share.
Alright, let's see.
So,
on the ledge
yeah,
here.
Smirky was like, hey, you got to share some of that food. So Kofu said, okay, and hit Chef at the ledge.
Yep. I was like, you want to eat? I'm going to make you eat. Alright, and let's see how Kofu can go here. Is he going to be able to push his advantage, get the kill here? There's the down smash. Not going to get the berry hitbox, but still shove Smirky to another ledge. Using the Chef here.
Oh, down air is going to steal it. Who cares that you don't get that spike? Such a strong hitbox in its own right.
Great showing there from Kofu.
Okay, real quick, which button does which?
So
one?
it's 1, 2, 3 is the 1, 2, 3 for this side.
Yeah.
4 is 1, 5 is 2, 6 is 3 for that side.
Okay, that
And then you do 0 to reset them.
Okay. Nice.
Sorry, I'm teaching Arpeggio the buttons. I'm about to be replaced.
Yep.
Because the one... set 1.
This is set 1, so... Yeah. Smirky, or
Smirky on winners, Tofu
Smirky's on winners,
losers.
Kofu's on losers. And there's Edge
All
being
right.
called.
Bye,
Go have
fellas.
fun
I'll
in
be
your
back.
matches, sister. Until we get a replacement coming in, if at all, it's going to be me on the commentary. We're going to go back into the games. It looks like we got a strong start coming from Smirky here. You got 70% on Kofu, and we know how Game & Watch has a harder time starting off. He is really good at picking up at those later percents, and Smirky is not letting Kofu see the light of day to try to start any of his stuff. He's using that invincible dash attack to close in on the ground. We're seeing a really dominant show. There's the back air that we know Smirky loves so much. It will secure a kill at the ledge here if he's able to land one. Kofu trying to be tricky, get some percent with that forward air, and it gets swatted away right back again. Like the little pest that Game & Watch is. We were starting to see a little bit of momentum. You saw dash attack on the board coming from Kofu, but dash attack in response from Smirky as well, and works so well. You got Game & Watch living at these really high percents as a light character. You really want to be pushing back Palutena as much as possible, because a lot of your horizontal kill power isn't going to matter if you gotta be against the corner. Which is why that up air coming from Smirky does so good. Who cares if you're left or right? You are getting killed up whether you like it or not. There we go, and looks like we got Hudson on the mic.
I'm here. Yeah, you have to go play doubles.
I don't have a doubles partner. I don't have it.
Who's
They
the doubles
left.
partner?
Do you want? Do we want to just like? Yeah, they left. You can report it like a DQ.
Unlucky.
Yeah. Unlucky. Much like it is right now, the stock deficit that Kofu has to come back from, wouldn't you say?
It's not super unlucky yet. He
Well,
is,
I mean,
unfortunately, against
He is
Smirky.
making the comeback. I mean, I'm not going to lie. You're seeing some nairs, but down air is going to take a little bit of percent there.
I've had enough of this Palutena. Get Palutena out of my house.
Yeah? I don't know about you, but Palutena is on my mantle, like framed with like the flowers, like an old grandma almost,
Oh, yeah?
you know? I was never like a Palutena hater. Remember the like old days when it's like Palutena is so crazy in this game, and now we have Kazuya and Steve
I
to deal
wasn't a Palutena hater until Smirky started playing it.
with. Smirky. Look at what you do to the health of the scene here at the Weaver State.
And I was
You're
like, why
making-
doesn't he go back
You're
to
making
Pac-Man?
Hudson hate
A
you,
way
and I'm
worse
sure
character.
that Kofu is also struggling right now to like how he's playing against Palutena. You're seeing some really strong options come out. Good aerial strings. Tried to continue with a third forward air, but just misses it. There's the up smash, trying to scare him out. Just out of range, though, so Smirky was able to drop and prepare for the punish. Really, really good, and that percent just keeps on building on Kofu. Really, you're trying to avoid that. I have a teammate, never mind. Okay,
Arpeggio gets to go play doubles. He has a new teammate. It's just me now, I guess. Kofu is kind of coming back about even percents now after being a pretty big disadvantage. Kofu, I think 3 times in a row he's hitting that ground on the Smirky. Not dead yet. Not dead yet. Saw this in winners finals, I believe. Kofu getting the final sparks like 3 times in a row. That's the reset. It's the reset unless Smirky wants to quit right now. Going to game number 1 of the reset. All of these games have been really close from what I've seen of the ones I've watched. Game starting off slightly in favor of Kofu. With Smirky evening out the percents. Seems like through these games, both players have gotten up to really high percents before they got stock. Multiple times, Smirky has been like sparked twice and then comes back and gets his stock off of Kofu first. Smirky there getting the first stock at 136. Kofu comes back only 6.9% and is able to get stock. Stock number 2 looking pretty good for Smirky so far. Looks like Kofu's having some trouble getting back to the stage. Kofu finally gets back center stage. I think that's the first hammer from Kofu. Got a 7. Kofu for a lot of this game has felt like he's been kind of off the ledge, at least for while both players have been on 2 stocks. Seems to happen a lot. Smirky's pretty good at getting his opponent off the ledge and keeping them there. Kofu going really low there and is still able to recover. The teleport from Smirky there probably saved him. Smirky gets the second stock first. Looked like Smirky had canceled the teleport. Kofu was able to get it. Game still has looked pretty in favor of Smirky. Going to last stock, pretty even so far. I think the real problem for Kofu is when Smirky's able to get him off the ledge and edge guard super well. Another hammer, only 3 this time. Kofu unfortunately kind of drifts back into the pillar of light there. Both players getting pretty high on percent. Kofu's able to get it. Kofu, you have a big fan in chat. You have Mtendo in chat. Big fan. You broke the fan. You're just in time for game number 2.
Yep. Oh, we got the reset.
Did get the reset.
No,
Super close game number 1 of the reset.
I got so hyped, I almost broke the fan. So it seems to still be fanning, so we should be good.
So it's fine. It's like it says there. They understand accidents happen.
All right.
Game number 2 going a lot better for Kofu right now.
Yeah, definitely going better for Kofu, securing the kill there.
Kofu's done so well at hitting that hammer move.
Yeah, say it. It's so strong. It's really fast too, and it has that berry, so you can just get such a good follow-up at pretty much any percent.
I think I was talking to Yep about this earlier, where Game & Watch is kind of weird, where all of his moves have delay at the end of them instead of at the start.
Yeah. Say it. Game & Watch feels really weird. He honestly feels like no other character in the game. He has a similar game plan to other characters. I was talking with Arpeggio about this. His game plan is kind of similar to Palu's, to where you want to go, you want to use these big combos, and then at those later percents, you want to just try to get one of your crazy kill confirms. But the way he does it is so much different, because he has these super fast smash attacks. One of them, his up smash is invincible, and so he plays it really differently.
Smirky through the series, or at least for the last game, he had some kind of unfortunate teleports.
Okay. No, I thought my controller was connected. I heard my tag.
You didn't want to be the person whose Pro Controller's still connected?
Yeah. Alright. Going really well for Kofu. He's two stocks ahead. See if Smirky can actually secure a kill here. And he does. Man.
At least one for Smirky.
Yeah. Let's see if he can get another. But Kofu doesn't look like he's going to let that happen. He's going to...
Oh, there was the 9.
Ah. I know. I want Kofu to hit a 9.
Think how cool it would be.
That would go into the highlights.
I don't remember when 9 actually kills.
So I'm pretty sure it's almost at 0. I think it's like 10% and up.
Really? Is it that low?
Yeah, it's really low.
I did talk to Kofu before about it, and he says if it's not a 9, then it depends on the situation, except for 1. 1's always bad.
Oh, yeah. You never want 1, but like 7 gets you the food so you can heal a bit, and you got... Ah, gosh. I know one of them does a whole bunch of shield damage. So there's other ones that are semi-good, but you pretty much always want the 9. Because it just murders.
Smirky's surprisingly coming back pretty well.
Oh, yeah.
I think that Smirky can get Kofu off the stage. He just does so well.
9%. What's that? He should have gone for the 9, I think. Much cooler. But, so, great show from Kofu there. Smirky almost bringing it back. Now, something I've noticed, and this is probably the reason why these two keep playing each other every tournament, it's the fact that they are so evenly matched. They're both at basically at each other's exact skill level, and they play characters with a similar game plan, so it makes sense to see them in grand finals 2 weeks in a row? Because I know it was last week.
Smirky was in finals last week.
Yeah, same with Kofu.
Was Kofu in finals?
Yeah.
Hey, should we fact check?
Yeah, I bet.
Fact check mode.
Maybe.
This was last week. We're paying attention so much to the game right now. Yep. Kofu doing really good. He has a stock already.
I don't know how he took the stock, but he took it. I mean, I'm gonna guess it was a down smash into something.
He definitely hit the 9 while we were watching.
Yeah.
Start.gg just doesn't want to load.
Okay. Maybe we won't get fact checked. And it's looking like Kofu gonna be just not gonna let Smirky have any room to breathe as per usual. It's something we've seen him do so much and be so good at. It's just not give Smirky this room to breathe.
It was Kofu and Smirky last week. Somehow they played 3 matches in a row of grand finals. I don't know how.
I don't know how either, but no, they're just that good.
There was an insane Palutena moment.
And an insane Game & Watch moment. It's so good to know that we have insane moments from both these characters on screen right now. Ooh, Smirky trying to go for the spike right there. Doesn't get it. Going to push Kofu off the stage with a back air. And there's that down smash. That berry is so strong.
I think that's the 3rd time I've seen Kofu get a stock like that.
Yeah, I know every time I see him play the Game & Watch, at least once every set, I see him. It feels like I see him get it. He's so good at hitting it, and it just gives you that huge advantage. But good job from Smirky there to use the 2-frame, but doesn't secure the kill off of it, which is tough, especially because if Kofu gets what he wants, he can get one of these huge combos. Oh, but Smirky's just gonna smack him away with the back air.
Here it comes. Here's the 9.
Yeah, come on, let's see it.
Any second now. Here it comes.
So if he gets the chance to even throw it out, Smirky's not letting Kofu breathe. Changing the pace in Smirky's favor. Let's see. Oh, come on. Down throw 9.
Look at Kofu decide to do good moves instead of just throwing out the 9.
Yeah. You see, this is why I'm not allowed to play. Alright, I'm leaving again.
It's back to just me. We're back to the rotating cast. Now the doubles have started. It's looking really good for Kofu right now. This might be his grounds. There it is. Not quite. There it is. 3-0 for Kofu. And that is the end of the tournament today. Thank you for watching.